Kind day to you all. I'm Kinsmark.
And I'm Violeta.
And this is Chapter 12 of the stream series Fallout 76. Continuing on a few hours later as far as game time is concerned since the last stream, because I've explored more of the mire, come to find that there isn't actually all that much in it, to my surprise, because I anticipated a denser region as far as like content and things to find. I found a fair number of the concrete Free States safe house stronghold things constructed into the sides of mountains and stuff, the like, you know, the doomsday bunker sort of things, and can't say many of those were all that interesting. I could come across some apparent character interdynamics as far as people's relationships to one another and some of the feuds, and the fact that apparently the town of Harper's Ferry, the center of the Free States territory, apparently didn't like the Free States radicals all that much because they were like anarcho-capitalist extremists that seceded from the United States government, to catch anyone up that doesn't remember who they are, and they were therefore, as extremists, considered potentially dangerously so, driving away the tourism that Harper's Ferry survived on. And so contention was arising. Oh, anyway, just catching y'all up on some of the details we found. I also came across a handful of interesting locations concerning government secrets, let's say. I came across, actually, I'll jump into the photo gallery.
Wow.
The Frodo Growlery. Yep, that's what I meant to say, and I'm sticking with it. And let's see, where are we? I also forgot I have to catch y'all up on another story there. Came across some interesting stuff in the photo gallery. It answered a few questions, or not in the photo gallery, in I forget exactly what it's called. It's the Sugar... It's like Sugar Hills or something.
Sugar
it's
Bluff?
No, it's like... I don't know, something incredibly innocuous. It's like Sugar something communications, so that it looks on the exterior of the facade like just some private telecom company. It's actually a United States government signal intelligence facility with like deep cover agents and deep surveillance on the entire area. And
very concerning.
Apparently a scientist there was appropriating resources horrifically inappropriately.
Yep.
And was about to get fired for it, and then all hell happened. And so it seems like there are some interesting things I could piece together there. Mm-hmm. I'm sort of smelling some main quest line stuff that may answer some more of that later, because there's something about like a super like hyperdense storage holotape that this guy was going to use to archive all of his research prior to getting fired, which he knew was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And couldn't get his hands on one because they're classified and they cost like $15 million a piece.
And he already mishandled several.
Yeah, a couple had already gone missing.
And keep in mind, that's $15 million with the inflation. So
yeah.
It's not as egregious as it could be, but
it's still probably the equivalent of a few $100,000. So like that's
it's shocking.
That's still some notable
for
losses.
A little.
Yeah. I also apologize. I cut straight into explaining the things that I've done lately. I'll address the fact that you can probably like visibly see in my face. I am excruciatingly exhausted.
Yeah.
I've hardly slept almost at all in the last 5 days, and I just have to cope with that. So, a fair advanced heads up for you guys. This may end up a fairly short stream, because I've hardly slept. She hasn't had a whole lot more than me, and we've each spent most of the day awake since the AM already.
Yeah.
And I cannot promise how long I'll last today. So anyway, another fun little story, as you can probably see in the thumbnails here. I came across another of... That's not Grafton Monster, that's
Flatwoods Monster.
Flatwoods Monster, correct. And this one, I caught a snapshot at a distance, and then I took him down. Because apparently, north of Harper's Ferry, there's a huge gorge across the main river that cuts through the center of town. And I've identified what I think is a, for lack of a clearer term, mythic monster spawn point. Because during Mothman Week, I came across 3 different Mothmen in the exact same place as this. So I think under normal circumstances, it's Flatwoods Monster, maybe Mothman, maybe something else. And I've seen another one here in the same place since then that I shot once and then it teleported out like the first one I saw. This one, though, as soon as I shot him, didn't teleport out and started alien Kamehameha-ing me, because apparently that's how they attack. And that is what they look like inside the suits. So, continuing on the conspiracy tinfoil hat nonsense that we love to get into in these games, this is another alien species entirely from the aliens established in Mothership Zeta.
Yeah.
These are not Zetans, because that's something else. And I tried. I cannot get a look. No matter what I do with the Pip-Boy light, no matter what I do with the mining hat light, I can't get the light to do anything to penetrate the opaque mirror finish on that spherical helmet. So I don't know what the hell its face looks like. Clearly, though, it's a gangly little thing that's piloting, I don't know, a suit frame that is more advanced than Zetan technology, and apparently also attracted to the same planet. So, color me intrigued there. I just like that one because I thought it looked cool. I've made a new camp, and I think I've actually settled on this one, because I didn't like setting up close to many of the main starting areas, because I was constantly getting the someone else is already in your spot message.
Late Nocturne subscribed to Tier 1. They subscribed for 5 months, currently on a 3-month streak. Late Nocturne's 5 months.
Nani?
Yeah, thank you. Because that's the proper way to say that.
Yeah.
But,
time flies, man. Very much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Super huge thanks for that.
Sorry, I looked down, realized I didn't hear any sounds, but there's been...
Yeah, so once again, the overlay...
We need to switch.
I really do. I need to just get off my ass and do it. Because G4G, it's like, it works when it feels like it. And apparently today it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, so we need to just go ahead and...
Yeah, I really do.
But thank you very much.
Yeah, that way we can get you all the drums.
I got the pop-up, so...
Hopefully the other overlay can give us some sort of cool drums for the subs, because that's the...
that's our drums as subscription.
Yeah.
Lane Octon says, how are you guys?
Excruciatingly tired. Yeah, if you showed up after we explained that, it's... I've hardly slept at all in the last week. She's not too far ahead of me in that regard. And we've spent today awake since the wee hours of the AM. So to say that I am already exceedingly tired is to put it mildly. So this may end up a somewhat short stream. I am just planning today, because I haven't said so yet, on just derping around in Cranberry Bog. Because I've only explored the northern outskirts of it, because I think it's the end game area. And I definitely wanted to save my impressions of that for stream. Because, like, the Mire, I explored that away from camera more than I anticipated, more than I meant to. I just sort of got into it, and I was tired, so I was like, screw it. If I come across anything really interesting, I'll cut away and I'll go check it out on stream. I didn't really come across all that much that was interesting, though, in the Mire, so sad times there.
Yep, Late Doctor says, inject sugar into your blood. It'll be fine.
Oh, I am.
Sweet tea.
I got me some sweet tea, that good old Southern energy drink to keep you running. Because, Lord knows, today I'm surviving on sugar and caffeine.
Yes. Also, I do still have Norwegian gummy people. If you want me to go grab those and we can munch on them. Maybe.
I've also still got half a fistful of Olive Garden chocolate mints.
Which I'm very salty that I can't have those anymore, because those were my favorite.
Yeah, because there's a new Olive Garden near us. It's within like a 10-minute drive, so it's nice and convenient. And I'm a fat kid for Italian food. They are exceptionally generous with their little after-dinner mints, though. They will throw a fistful of like 10 of them at you.
They won't throw them at you. They plop them on the table, but...
Even so... Like, I anticipate that because it's a new place, they haven't hashed out exactly how many they need to order every month.
Well, the thing is I've noticed the other Olive Garden does the same thing.
Yeah, they started to.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. Corporate must just tell them, order this many. If you don't use them all, give people more.
Yeah.
That's all I can figure. So anyway.
Draco says, hello.
Hey, cheers.
It says, I'm in game. Want any of my stuff I set aside for you?
I do, actually, maybe. If you have spare shotgun shells, I could use some of those. And if you have any spare 5.56, I run low on that fairly frequently. Because I now have a handmade rifle that I really like. And that's sort of my combat rifle that I'm carrying for now. That's pretty much the only things I really need. So anyway, camp, new. I'll show you guys in a minute. Also came across that place. That was the Camp Venture where the Brotherhood of Steel was set up for a while. Just thought that was cool again.
Lady Nocturne says, I recently returned to a Dragon Ball mobile game I played many years ago. And you know how some games gift you for returning?
Oh yeah, a lot of them do that.
A lot of them do that. Yeah. Do I want to know? I have to go through over 1,000 items in my mailbox.
Holy hell.
They wanted you back bad.
Audience retention.
And that was the place we refused to step foot into because we're just like, nope. I know my lore.
Oh yeah. I know a fairy circle when I see it. I came across that in the mire. I ain't setting foot in that.
Yeah.
Because that's death.
Kelton Knight says, sure, I got a perk that allows me to craft extra ammo.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
And then there's a doggo.
Yeah, I came across a doggo. He lives literally just across the hill from my camp, so I like to think.
So we need to make
I've sort of
all
adopted
the
him.
Animal.
Yeah, I've now got
perks.
I've got T2 animal friends.
Get T3.
Yeah, if I level again, I can get T3. And I've heard people say that if you have T3 animal friend, then you can, when you aim and hit E to tame an animal, then give it orders. And one of the orders you can give it is to cut over to your camp and just hang out there, I guess, as like a sentry animal. I don't know how many animals one can do that with, so that's something I'm going to experiment with. I would love it. Absolutely love it. Thesda, if this is not in the game already, make it so, #1, because I want to tame wolves. Alright? Can we make this happen?
I want wolves, I want dogs, I want my own fox.
Oh yeah, oh, the foxes. Hell yeah. Or squirrels.
Oh.
So anyway.
I need all of them.
Came across my first normal Wendigo.
They're very disturbing. I don't like
More disturbing than the glowing ones, actually. Didn't like it, because...
Look at that face.
Camouflaged real well to Toxic Valley. Also, they make horrifying sounds. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this thing, I looked at it. I thought it was, just looking at it on the map, some sort of military facility. It sort of is. It's not that. It's more of it's a train station, really.
Is that a Brotherhood?
It's, yeah, the Brotherhood was, they were using it while they were still alive as a transit station, I guess.
Oh, I see.
This is also apparently the top of the highest mountain in the game, as well as just in West Virginia, apparently. So they were probably using it as an observer tower as well.
Trika says, from what I've seen, you can only have one camp sentry, but not sure if you can have another following.
Interesting. Okay. I found that, and I just thought it looked cool.
That does look cool.
That's on a ridge overlooking Cranberry Bog. This is me meditating on top of it.
Celtic Knight says, Wendigo Feral Ghoul's boss.
Yeah, it seems like Wendigos, because they're always in the same areas as ghouls, are like super ghouls, which is a terrifying concept. Pardon me. We just ate, so apologies if I'm a little distracted every now and again. I've also apparently accidentally spec'd completely for ghosting enemies, because this dude, I spawned into the game. Like, I started the game and was immediately in danger. He was flapping away in front of me. I just spawned right in front of a freaking Scorch Beast. Hid in the trees, lost him, and then lured him over to Berkeley Springs and just sniped at him for like 15 minutes.
Sad. Draco says, for clarification, you can only tame random encounter creatures. Creatures at set locations cannot be tamed. Puppo can't be my Puppo!
Yeah, well, he is kind of scripted to spawn there. So.
I don't care! I want him!
Well, maybe we can get wolves. They're cool.
Give me Miko!
Give
me Fallout Miko, dang it!
So, the Sugar Grove Signal Intelligence Office...
Sugar Grove.
Yeah.
There we go.
For one, has a cool looking patch.
You can get that now. Like,
really?
that symbol is one of the things you can get as your picture for your icon. I didn't know what it was, but...
Oh, that's cool.
You might want to go check the item shop.
Yeah. So this is the inside of their control center, which I thought was interesting. And that desk exists. For those that can't read, if you have it in a tiny window, Cryptozoids is apparently an official station at this SIGINT station.
Which is awesome, by the way. Which is very disturbing because it also means that all of the
well, at least three of them. Flatwoods apparently was already under investigation.
The Snallygaster.
Snallygaster was already under investigation. And the Wendigo was already under investigation. And that one, the agent that recorded those 3 holotapes you see sitting there on the desk, saw herself.
So prior to Bombs Fall.
Yeah.
So, know...
the Snallygaster had a totally unreliable description, so that one I'm not convinced, as far as what we see in the game, was already a thing. That may have happened because of FEV or mutation, whatever. The Wendigo, though, that one sounds exactly like what it looks like in-game.
Which is very disturbing, and I don't like it. Draco says you can also get a Deathclaw when it's low enough level, so someone had a level 21 Deathclaw tamed.
I want a Deathclaw.
And Moxley is here. It says, hiya. Hello,
cheers.
Hello.
This is the view of the control center from the director's office. The Enable radio station adjoins that same facility and crashed into the roof. What else we got here? Oh yeah, I found a scorched giant sloth. So he had a lovely day. Let's see, where else are we at here? Almost caught up. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that catches me up.
Alright, go to the atomic shop.
Yeah, let's see here. So icons.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Huh. Interesting.
The one that I thought looked like a Pikachu on the map.
So what's that then? Because that is a very similar art style to that, and that's a unit patch.
And it has West Virginia.
Yeah, it's got the little West Virginia. What is that?
Is there another SIGINT?
Theory.
Yeah.
Theory. That, because Squid has a little more of an insidious sort of aesthetic about it. I mean, not that Snake's have a particularly friendly one. Still, I wonder if that is the unit patch for the Enclave unit.
Ooh, could be. Let's see. Draco says, from what Celtic told me, the best way to fight 2 Scorch Beasts at once, just log out.
That's fair.
You know?
That is completely fair.
Moxie says, Dead Mother's office is nearly finished. She's going through all the decor tabs and debug items left to do.
Good times. Indeed.
I think.
Also, speaking of Enclave, I came across my first personal, not just seeing some other player running around in the uniform, evidence of its existence as the Enclave, not just some, secret military unit. Apparently, if you look at the texture of the Stealth Boy Mark III, the Mark Is look like the ones from the past games. They're a little gray electrical unit in a tan case. Mark III, however, is in a dark case, the inside lid of which is marked with the E ringed in stars. That's the Enclave logo. Yep. So the more advanced version has the Enclave logo.
Yep.
I found that particularly interesting.
So, like I said, I told you it was on here.
Yeah, good eyes. I did not remember that.
Let's see. Ghost says, hey y'all, in Wisconsin again. Gotta love that hotel life.
And you're living the supernatural life. Don't worry about it. Just living out of cheap motels.
I hope it's better motels than the ones they stay in.
Since you do have a lot of hotel stays now, have you stayed at, because I have, one of the cheap ones that actually does have the coin-fed massagers in the beds?
Moxie says, also got some bad news on Mom. She got the results from the scan, 60% and 40% functioning. So they're sending her to another doctor to decide what to do.
That's no good.
Captain says, I could have taken either one solo, but 2 of them, forget it. Without explosive legendary weapons, don't stand much of a chance.
Yeah, true. The only reason I can stand a chance against Scorch Beasts right now solo is because I've spec'd entirely for stealth.
They can't see him if he stealths.
Yeah, if
he can get to a point where instead of danger, it just says caution, they can't properly target him.
Yeah, if I can sit still and cloak, because I've got my chameleon armor, then I consistently stay in caution. Now, I still have to sort of stick and move on them, because even if you're not actively in danger, if you shoot them and they're hovering, then they can feel the direction the shot came from, and they'll just carpet bomb with sonic attacks the area in which they think the shot came from. So you've still got to, hit, move a little, get out of the way, let them hit that area, and they'll still do the strafe attack with the rads. So it's not a cakewalk. It's doable, though, if you spec for stealth. Certainly much more so, I think, than trying to spec for, like, heavy armor and just going toe-to-toe with them. Because I've tried that. Didn't work out. I ended up shattering an entire suit of power armor that way. Okie dokie. So, where am I? I'm at my camp.
Oh, check your, the map, so we can get a look at the Cranberry Bog map that you're wanting.
Yeah.
Since you're wanting to go into Cranberry Bog, so we can keep an eye out for anything that looks like the map.
Yeah, one second now. I'm just gonna
check
out my camp.
Pet the puppy.
Yeah.
Please pet the puppy.
Yeah, puppy.
Draco says, I've tried to take a beast solo with decked out power armor and a Gatling plasma. Got halfway through its health before my Gatling broke.
Sounds about right. I've also come across a few new weapons. I have an instigating black powder rifle now, so it is an amazing opener weapon. I got a dragon, it's just a normal one though, so it's not super fancy, and the reload time is excruciating on it, so I'm actually not super fond of it. I think I like the normal musket more. So this is my camp, and I very much like this location for multiple reasons. Because for one, it's tucked away in an area where I've only one time ever had the someone else already has your spot message.
Yeah.
So it's a convenient factor. And I wanted to set up camp somewhere in and around the mire.
Yep.
Yeah, and also somewhere scenic, too. So, obviously, like, I've got a really cool view of this whole valley. I can see whatever the hell that thing is. Something else I want to check out today. The gigantic tree in the middle of the mire forest. Oh, hi. Oh, it's Celtic.
Moxley says, my someone is misbehaving sense is going off. BRB are going to check my friend's stream.
I gotcha.
Let's see. Ghost says, only slightly better than their... that sucks. And no Queen-Fed massages yet. Benefit of work paid hotel stays. Holiday Inn tonight.
Oh ho.
Drago says, kind of reminds me of my Toxic Valley base on my original character.
Gotcha, yeah.
Okay, so I did have one question for you. You can do whatever you're gonna do first, but I wanted to know, because I remember you getting the military cots blueprint, and I wondered if we could fit 2 of those instead of your 1.
Maybe.
You bet. So that...
Possibly. I don't really want to mess with that right now.
Oh, no. Just later. It was just a thought that I only just had seeing it again.
As a Celtic has gone full Grognak.
Yep, Grognak.
Is that like the actual Grognak outfit?
I think
it is, actually, yeah, because I recognize those racers.
Yeah, the helmet is obviously
that's the cultist helmet. It's still the outfit, though.
Well, to be fair, I log in and I immediately go, I cultist garb. It's just...
there we go. Oh, hey, cool. Awesome. 100 shotgun shells.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated.
Jika says he's going as the Mothman cultist berserker.
Ooh. Dang. Full marine armor.
Nice.
I approve. I've got some marine legs now. I ended up not using them as much because I realized when I was skirting around the edge of Cranberry Bog, actually just this morning, that they count, I think, as heavy armor. So they make you easier to detect. And a Scorch Beast found me when I would ordinarily not have gotten spootered, and I was therefore very startled and caught off guard. Because I anticipated that I could just sit there still and stealthily, and it would just flap away. No, it centered in on me, and immediately started looking at me, and I went into danger. So I'm like, oh, crap, okay, so the heavier legs. Problem.
Yeah. Let's see. Moxley is back. A few of certain person's friends being trolls, so I'll be bouncing in between streams until it calms back down.
Gotcha. The joys of moderator duty.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Godspeed to you.
Peppy.
Yeah, Puppo. I'll get to that in a second. So I'm sort of like dressing up my new camp here as sort of like a mystic's tent. So got my my chimes and charms. I like these new shelves I got, because they've got, like, I don't know if it's a... Actually, that's just painted on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's painted.
Okay, from a distance I thought it was like the board game sides. No, it's just a painted design. I like that, actually.
Let's see. Celtic Knight wants to know if you need any more 44 rounds.
44? I don't know. I was out of that a couple of days ago. Okay. Let me see if I still know.
Let's see. Ghost says, gotta run to get food and water. See y'all later.
Alrighty.
Bye!
Have a good one, man. I don't need a whole lot more. If you've got like 100-ish to spare, then that would definitely tide me over. So, in the meantime, I've set up the rear over here as my little crafting corner, which I really like. I definitely...
I need to have my character lounge on the...
Yeah, I made that for you.
Oh, you made that for me.
So you can hang out while I fix up our guns. Because I've started taking the crafting skills. She's doing the hacking, because like IRL, she just has more skill at that minigame than I do. And I'm a higher level, so I've got more perks to play with. So I've taken most of the gunsmithing and about half of the armor smithing perks. And so now whenever she and I co-op play, then I fix up and mod up our guns and gear. And so I've also made...
Oh, I see you made me my piano.
Yeah, I made our music yard. So...
I'm still waiting for the fiddle, Bethesda.
Yeah, seriously. Freaking West Virginia, and we can't...
Give me my fiddle, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I want to play a little Devil Went Down to Georgia.
I apologize. But as a violinist, this is the perfect opportunity.
It really is.
So please give me my violin, thank you.
You know what else I would like? While we're on the topic? Because I was thinking about this morning, actually. A flute.
Oh, yeah.
Some sort of flute.
Okay, let me see.
A woodwind.
Keltonite says, I've got 1,575 44 rounds, so how about 500 rounds?
Sure. I'll take like 100 on me and then I'll stash the rest for later, because I go through it pretty fast.
Yeah. Draco says, also, I really wish this was in-game, but a cut mod for the lever action allowed to use 44.
Oh, I would love that, because then you could make a Henry out of it.
And Draco says, that annoys me. There are certain instruments in-game you can't actually build.
Yeah. Like, an accordion. I found one of those as a junk item. I'm sad you can't actually make it, and then... Because, like, Helvetia, it's a German town, or Austrian town, it's Germanic. The accordion kind of goes along with that whole thing. Or was it Swiss? Okay, so strike 3. Okay, so that means I'll stash
some of them.
How many?
But yeah, I was very sad to find out that there are stringed instruments in
Yeah. Okay, I've got a lot stashed now.
That there are stringed instruments in this game, and no fiddle, because excuse you, Bethesda. Draco says, I believe it's the mouth harp, hand drum, and a harp, I think. Yeah, you can't... I don't think you can make the mouth harp.
Weird. You can play it. Because I've come across places where you can play it. I figured you could just make the chair for it.
No.
Weird. I wonder if they're going to add that later. Oh, dude, that comes with snow! Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that came with, like, surrounding animations.
Does it have... Do we have that?
That's a cool little emote. No, I don't think I do.
I don't think we have that one.
So, alright. So the next layer to...
Okay, go see Doggo.
My home here is this, which I put here entirely to troll people.
Yeah.
Because for one, clearly, I am a cultist of the Mothman. I've embraced this. You know this.
He has infected his wife with it, too.
So now...
She no longer wears clothes that are not her cultist ritual bindings.
So now I've made my...
Mothman statue that overlooks
my pedestal of the Mothman overlooking Harper's Ferry, and it is visible from down there, and it looks creepy AF. I'm so happy about it.
Okay, now go see Puppo.
Yeah, so the doggo is right over here. Oh yeah, he's always here. Hey. Doggo! What's up, doggo? And he's so small. Like, look at him.
So small.
He's a puppo.
Are you sure we can't?
Yeah.
Because he even has a... He has...
I don't know. He's here to illustrate a sad story of people that died together with their doggo.
But the doggo survived.
Yeah, that's probably why they're picked so clean. Just saying.
But
so anyway.
I want the puppy. I want it. Draco says, if at night the Mothman statue's eyes glow.
It does. It does.
Also, go show them. Go show them the creepy thing that the statue does.
Yeah, I showed this off at the last few minutes of the last stream. I don't know if any of y'all that may have ditched out a little early know what this does. I'm not at a great angle to show it. Let me see, though. So, yeah, we'll just stand precariously here. So if you activate the Mothman statue, this happens! I have a magic statue now! I've conjured an avatar of the Mothman.
Moxie goes, what is Kin wearing? This is our cultist garb?
Yeah. It's just my usual, it's my Sunday special. Don't even worry about it.
Kelsey says, I got Mothman at my camp also. Good, we will fill the...
The cult of Mothman shall take over all of Appalachia.
That reminds me, you need to build me one when I'm online at my camp.
I can do that. So, anyway.
Draco says, oh god, I just had a scary thought. Could you tame a Mothman? You mean with the... Because if you can do death claws...
Yeah, if you can tame a Deathclaw, what's to say you couldn't tame a Mothman?
We should try.
You could forge an alliance with the Mothman. Hey!
Yeah.
See, Celtic knows what's going on here.
He gets it.
He gets it. Cultist Blade, because right now, my strongest melee weapon is the Cultist Dagger. So, yeah. We good. Alright. So, I'm gonna head for that thing, because it's right next to my house and I want to know what the hell it is. So, Celtic, if you're gonna stick around in game, let me invite you to team. That way
we probably will not be doing voice.
No,
so
I'm not gonna jump into...
to follow us around.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump into voice because this is probably a relatively short stream.
Yeah. Draco says if it's a low enough level, I would have thought so. The lowest I've seen is a level 35 Mothman. Yeah, so because it needs to be a low level creature. So.
Yeah, maybe
in other words, every time, like once we get the animal friend level 3, we just need to go hunting Mothman and hope for...
Yeah, maybe if you're like a level 50, it might work, so that you're like way over it.
I don't know. We'd have to see.
I forgot what was down
Marcus says short stream, insomnia again. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've hardly slept almost at all in 5 days.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm not that far behind him. Like I've slept more than he has, but only by 3 to 4-ish hours per night more.
So as I said earlier, to say that I am exceedingly exhausted is putting it nicely. So also fair heads up, I may get a little stream of consciousness-y. Oh, Celtic declined. I guess that means he was just popping in to hand me stuff. Strangely pod, glowy fungus. Alright.
Let's see. Celtic says, mine is Legendary Blade and about to log out. Going to bed in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
If you want to team up on Friday, then I can do that since I'm off Saturday and Sunday.
I very well might, because I've actually I've enjoyed playing this lately. Yeah, I've seen this from a distance, and this thing...
not...
I knew... Oh, I would not approach this IRL, because that looks precarious AF. Just seeing it from a distance, though, I knew I had to stream my first encounter with this thing.
There's stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff.
Just thought I'd...
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
What the fuck? What the fuck is a fog crawler? I don't like it. It's like a... Oh, don't like that face.
Is it a lobster anteater?
Oh, I don't like it.
It's level 75. I don't think we should mess with it.
I don't think so either. So you know
I'm not sure we should. I think this might be a later game than we are.
Holy shit.
Kelsey Knight says going inside will be worth looking around.
Tanagra Town. What the hell is Tanagra Town? There's a town up there. Yep.
Marcus says, Ken almost knows how it feels like I did in the army when we had to camp out. Only add 50 kilograms of combat gear. Oof. And Draco says fog crawlers are giant shrimp from Far Harbor.
They're from Far Harbor. Okay, so they're like the not fiddler crabs, the hermit crabs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, swamp tofu soup.
What's swamp tofu? I don't know that I want to know what swamp tofu is.
You need to learn it, and then we'll find out.
Yeah.
Let me see. Moxie says, nope, nope, nope. I voted get the hell out of Dodge. Draco says, also I see a lot of Mega Sloths and Death Claws around that area last time I was there.
Oh, yeah, that
so
reminds
be careful.
me. Yeah, I think I found a Deathclaw cave, because there were cracked Deathclaw eggs on the outside of it, and a few dead Yaoguai. So that since that is also close to my house, I'll check that out.
You should... I want to know about that tofu.
Yeah, I do too. I'll check that out prior to heading down to Cranberry Bog, because it's close to home. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's that sound?
Oh, nothing. I'm not here. I'm not... Oh, hi, sir. How are you?
Scorched Doctor. I was wondering about the beeping.
Yeah, I knew I was hearing a chirpy man. Okay, cool. I took care of him. Also, if you're wondering why I'm using a friggin' pipe rifle, it's because I got a legendary 2-shot, and it's a bolt action, so it actually does more than a hunting rifle right now. Weird. I'll take it, though. And I've suppressed it, so I can... Oh, that's his head. So I can still move stealthily with it.
I don't...
Oof.
I think this is a higher level place than we're prepared for.
Nah. Nonsense. I'm good.
I don't want a giant sloth.
I've taken sloths on. They're easy.
Okay. I don't like the giant shrimp either.
I've taken on legendary glowing wendigos. Nothing much scares me in this game anymore.
That's true. But
Yeah, there was a town here that just got lifted into the air. Why?
Draco says, and it's a pipe gun, so pipe gun perks will have greater benefit.
Yes, indeed.
Mark says this place looks awesome as hell.
It does. Like, it's super cool.
Ooh, unlock.
Just like, if I were a person here,
I would just be, I would look at that and go, that's a death trap, no thanks.
Yeah, I would feel exceedingly unsafe. Like, I don't like knowing there are heavy things over my head
Just in
normally,
general.
like with sound architectural supports. This, though!
Oh, look, a toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Just...
Alright, let me see what the hell these, like, outskirt things... Whoa, whoa, I hear movement.
Where?
Who's moving? Oh, hi!
Oh!
You really
it's
look
right
like
there.
an alien.
It's right there, I don't like him.
Alright, you know what? Let's ruin your day. Oh, that did fuck all.
No. Draco says
Hi.
also the adrenaline perk is so underrated, yet so very, very powerful. Very useful for melee and heavy weapon builds.
Adrenaline perk. What does that do? I'm not familiar with that.
Calculator says, I know of the cave you're talking about. Be careful of the death claws inside of said cave.
Oh, so there are death claws in there. That's what I thought. Hi. Hi. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh.
What are you doing? What you fighting? Oh, God. Oh, you're like a giant mantis.
What did it just...
I don't... Hi, Cave Cricket! I'm not here! Don't... Oh, shit, he found me! Ah! Damn you, Cricket! You gave me away! Ow! Stand back!
Draco says gain plus 6%, max 36%. Damage in 30 seconds per kill. Duration refreshes with each kill.
Oh, that is pretty good, actually.
So if you're fighting a lot of small enemies... It's so fast. Why is it so fast?
Because it's got so many legs. It's the opposite of Lieutenant Dan. Alright, Cave Cricket, you are the one that sold me out. You little prick. Why are you invincible? And why am I stuck? So many things are going wrong. Oh, God. Don't like you. Do not want. Oh, God. Oh, fuck you. Okay, I do not like you, Sam I Am. Why are you invincible? What the... No. No. Okay. No.
Draco says, and that's rank 1. At rank 5, it's gain plus 10%, max 60% damage for 30 seconds per kill. Duration refreshes with each kill.
That's pretty nice. That's really good for fighting groups.
Oh, is it?
You can't get to me, can you? There's too much rubble in the way.
Marcus says, I think you might have encountered the glitch that makes the enemies invincible.
Yeah, apparently so. That is unfortunate. I'm gonna start pouring shots into your face. How do you feel about that? Thank you, 35 round mag. Alright, well, kind of cheesed that one. I'll take it though.
Oh, kill different kinds of arthropods. Challenge complete. Kill different kinds of aquatic or semi-aquatic creatures. Challenge complete.
Alright then. Where the hell did Cave Cricket go?
I don't know. Is it dead? Oh. Is that it?
No, that's part of his
No,
head.
I mean that right there. Right there.
No, that's... Whoa. Damn. Can melee hurt you?
No.
Oh, God! Oh, there we go.
It's just a very fierce, scorched cave cricket.
I love my dagger. It's so fast. There we go. Okay, now then. Moving right along. Loose screws. Yeah, sure. 308s. Salisbury. Okay. So what the hell is / was this place?
I do not know. Cricket says, so the fog crawler is based on the spear mantis shrimp.
Oh. Oh, there analyze the similarity, I see.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Fertilizer. We all growing stuff out here.
I
growing
think
the
the
dirge.
answer is clearly yes. Of some variety.
Well, this part of the county sure has a lot of hens. And every single one's got a gasoline can. That's probably the most obscure reference I've ever made.
Nuka-Cola! Oh.
Huh. This almost looks like some sort of, like, militia outpost.
Maybe it was. Also, there's a cat. Over right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is plastic.
Oh, hey, you're on there. Plastic fork. Cool. I'll take your clock. Thank you. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Nani? Okay. I wonder if the key to that is up there.
Probably. Because we need
Well,
the
then.
code.
Let's get climbing, I guess. Huh. How in the hell?
Draco says, so I think I found the best place to farm plastic, and that's Morgantown High School.
Oh, I didn't even think about high schools. Yeah, it's probably like toys and plastic cutlery everywhere. That's a really good idea, actually. Because I need plastic for shotgun shells. Sploosh.
Draco says, toys and lots of plastic pumpkins. Got like 20 or so in one run.
That makes sense. So, oh, there we go. There's the entrance. I was wondering how I, like, start up this thing. Oh, hello. Hang on. One last outlier to check. Are you plastic? Nope. You're a colander. You're plastic. Mac and cheese. Sugar.
I think this is where you found the recipe. Yeah. Let's see. Marcus says, why not just make metal shells? Brass shells were a thing before. What was...
Just some explosion in the distance. That's fine.
No, it's not. Oh.
Oh, that's a school bus.
Oh, no.
For some reason, this is giving me some serious Evil Within vibes.
I hate this.
I think it's just the topsy-turviness of
Oh, I hate this.
Oh, uncomfy jump. Woo.
Oh,
Woo.
I don't like... Oh, no, no.
Oh, turn in the stomach. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay.
This is one of those things that you never do IRL, people.
I'm at least glad that this game has rather stiff physics. Because if these things kind of like gave a little...
If they swayed at all, we would be...
Oh, that was just... Oh, that would spook me. That'd spook me real hard. Toothbrush. That's plastic.
And toothpaste is also plastic.
Pardon? Oh god, what do I hear moving?
Above us, probably.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Okay.
Draco says, you're brave since you aren't using power armor.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
All of my damage resistance perks are for if I'm not wearing power armor, so I'm sort of hard moding this. Oh, don't like that.
No.
That's That's a fat old do not want right there.
I don't trust that these vines are...
Can I photo mode in here? No? Alright, no room.
I don't trust that these vines are strong enough to hold us.
I have many questions and more concerns. Whoa. Okay, oh, I see. Okay. Hug the wall.
No.
Hug the wall. Physically hug the wall.
Mark says I'm getting Uncharted 2 vibes.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, hi. Fungus. Having that. Okay. Can't go through that, so... This way. Oh, more fungus. Munch. Okay, I could go inside, or I could keep going around the side.
Inside.
Hang on, I want to see if this keeps going, or if it's like... an end. No, it keeps going. So, alright.
Look, there's a gun.
Yeah, there is. Alright, we're going inside. Okay. Actually, where's my miner's light?
Draco says, also a fun event I could recommend is the Heart of the Swamp event in the Mire. Lets you fight unique strangler vine creatures.
Oh.
No, I'm good.
Cool. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it.
No, maybe we shouldn't be in here. I distinctly feel like we are not meant to be.
This feels like a nest of some kind. Oh, look.
Why is it dead?
Bugs. Yeah.
Yeah, but why is it dead?
Why is it scorched?
Why are they dead?
Why are they all?
Why are they dead?
Another player probably came through here, and that's not going to raise your answer to that.
I don't trust
I'm more concerned about why they're all scorched.
I don't trust the different player.
Hey. I don't like that looks so much like arms. Alright, what's down? Oh. What? What?
It lifted a head! That one looks kind of different, though. Like, that one's nose looks different.
Yeah, I think it's just got a different texture on it. Alright, hang on. Now it's picture time, in the words of Prompto. Okay.
Draco says if they're all scorched, someone 50 plus came through here.
Yeah.
Mark says it looks like those head in the Dunwich places. It is.
Yeah. And,
it is. This is in the middle of ground that was lifted up by vines. So this would have been deep underground again. So
what is with all of these deeply submerged in the earth heads?
Draco says last time I went through here, I had to deal with cave crickets.
And more crystal. This is like in Lucky Hole.
Yeah.
Some gold.
Oh, there's more crystal.
Yeah, because in Lucky Hole Mine,
there was another
where there are the 5 heads overlooking the eldritch abomination in the deep.
There was another one on that. Yeah.
It also had a lot of crystal veins. So I'm sensing a pattern here. Wow, this is actually a really good resource for crystal and gold.
There was another one, I think, on... Nope, that one, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, you can actually see a lot of this one. Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
That's definitely the same one. Nothing happens.
Oh, it's counting as though I'm hitting the cricket.
Yeah, it still thinks you're hitting crickets.
Huh. Weird.
Yep. Zen Gamer 76 says hi.
Hey, how goes? I feel like they're getting a little more on the nose with the Faces conspiracy now.
Maybe that means the next major Fallout game will actually tell us something about it. I'm glad we came inside, though.
Yeah, so am I. Because I almost passed it over. Yee.
Oh, is this the same area?
What?
Was this where we came in?
Yeah.
Okay.
that just looks awesome.
Trigger says, also, as I've mentioned to Celtic, kind of hope for a Fallout game where you can actually use vehicles like the APCs and tanks.
Yes, please. And it's not unprecedented, because in Fallout 2, that was the fast travel system. You had a Corvega. Hey, cheers for the follow. Thank you very much for that. And, like, honestly, especially since we see in Fallout 3 and New Vegas that the factions have operational vertibirds, so how much more unlikely is it for those to exist than cars? Like, the only real reason cars aren't drivable in the Fallout games is because the maps aren't made for vehicular maneuverability in mind.
Zen Gamer Bods 96 says there was a mod in Fallout 4 where you could drive a motorcycle and a tank, but it was super glitchy and mostly broke the game.
Yeah, there was even the old Titanfall mod, which was actually really well done for Fallout New Vegas. It was also a little glitchy, and especially if you like dropped your Titan in the wrong place, it would crash your game real hard. Still super cool though, and once you get a feel for it, you kind of know.
Oh.
Woo! Oh, that's a hard no. No. Ooh, no. Anyway, then you kind of get a feel for like where is and isn't safe to drop it, and I ended up using that a lot in my private playthrough.
Ooh.
My other jerky, I've already got it. Actually, I'll take it for you. Condor.
Oh.
Okay.
How do we?
Can I not get up further? How do I up? Do I up? Can I up? Because there's more up there. I know there is.
Was there a part in the cave that we were supposed to go up in there somehow?
Maybe. Possibly. Oh wait, I wonder. Can I hippity hop this?
Ooh.
Can I Yeah. No. Okay.
I think maybe let's see if there's any up. Don't go down. That's to the face. That goes down.
That goes to the face. I think this is just a loop over here. Oh, I know. This goes up. Yep, okay, so I just missed this earlier. Okay, cool. Well, here's the up. How do I... Oh, that's
why?
The hardest of nopes.
Zen Gamer says, if you ever need to get 308 ammo, you should go to Summersville. And Marcus says, well, according to the lore I've read, the trucks in NCR base are actually used by NCR to ship their troops around.
Yeah.
And there's the arms dealer and the 188 trading post selling guns from the back of a truck.
Yeah. So it's implied that working vehicles exist in the world. The player just can't get one. Because gameisms. And
Celtic is, I'm out, night all.
Alrighty, have a good one, man. And I appreciate the advice for the ammo. Don't think I was ignoring you. I'm just a little distracted.
We have IRL vertigo.
Yeah. It's unfortunately a thing that I apparently inherited from my dad. I didn't realize you could inherit phobias. I did!
I think that's more to do with, like, internal ear balance sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe. And since I am, like,
because it's a physiological instead of just a fear.
I am physically very...
What's in that mailbox?
Very similar... Nope. I look damn near like a clone of my dad, so I may have the same physiological inner ear stuff that he may.
Because that could easily be.
Yeah, I'd never thought about it from that angle. That's actually a good point.
I've only developed vertigo sometime late high school.
Oh, God, I keep wanting to like cock my head to the side.
I know, this is driving me insane.
Oof. Okay.
Oh. You're...
Okay, almost there.
Are we though?
Almost there. I want to get to the top before it gets dark. Because
Oh,
That'll make this
look,
so much
a
harder.
building.
I think we made it. Yay.
Oh, I hate this. Hate
Whose
it.
unfortunate car was this?
Draco says, I think someone used a bag of FEV super fertilizer.
Yeah, no freaking kidding.
Marcus says, I'm still going to drag you to the Grand Canyon Glass Bridge someday.
Oh, no. No. There is footage, though, that is not up on the channel yet. It'll go up as soon as I start editing more of our old trip log stuff that I just never finished because my grandma had a lot of health issues in the middle of it, and so for a long time I unfortunately associated...
Is that an entire Giddy Up Buttercup?
Yeah, it is. Well, it's heavy. And I've only got like 50 pounds to work with. So anyway.
So we just never quite got around to finishing it?
No, I want to, though, because part of what's in that footage is on the carrier Midway during our trip out to California a couple years ago. There is a really deep, I think it's an elevator shaft from... It's the deck immediately under the flight deck, like all the way down to the artillery ammo magazine. So it's like 100+ feet down, and there's a thick glass pane over it, so you can go and walk over it and look down. I mustered the courage to do so. I did not enjoy it. I did not stay very long. I dared myself, I think, to stay there for like 30 seconds, and then I pieced right the hell out. So you'll see footage of that eventually, as soon as I get around to it.
Draco says, what about China's glass walkway that spans a few miles along the side of a cliff?
No.
Yeah.
That's
Zen
that's a
Gamer
hard no.
says, what perk allows you to carry more items?
Strong back.
Yeah.
I will show you so that you know what it looks like.
Marcus says, yeah, the Grand Canyon Bridge goes across the canyon.
No. Hard no.
If you bribe me very well, I might do it. But you'd better bribe me real well.
Okay, is there anything noteworthy up here, or is it...
There was stuff in the bottom level of the house.
Yeah, I think that's probably like the exit, though. Because it kind of looks like a point of no return jump. So...
There was some miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Oh.
No! Oh no!
Is it a sittable thing?
I hope
I
not.
desperately want that to be sittable.
No, oh, thank you.
Oh, missed opportunity.
Whew. That's bullet dodged.
Mark says, well, what is a good bribe then? I don't know, that depends on the day. Possibly my favorites to eat. Like, my favorite foods might be a good enough bribe. Maybe. That depends. I'd have to see it first and decide once I'm there whether I'm having a very bad day with vertigo or not so bad. Zen here says, what about meeting the Fog creator and going to the HQ? Hypothetically speaking, that would be a good bribe.
Hey, if we could just like hang out with Todd, or even cooler, Chris Avalon, then maybe. I might do it for Chris.
You might do
maybe.
it?
Maybe. Chris, I love you, man. You're an idol of mine.
Okay, if I got to spend a day with the voice actors of Prompto and Noctis, then I would do it.
Oh, no, don't dick with me. Now is not the time for me to feel slidey like I have unsteady feet. Okay, there we go.
You good now?
No, I'm managing though. Globe. Oh hey, tumblers today.
Let's see. Marcus says, have them meet in the middle of the bridge. Draco says, someone told me that my fear of thalassophobia can be the same as vertigo. If I was looking down a tall place at night, it's weirdly the same feeling.
Of what? What's this one?
Thalassophobia. So it's...
I don't know that one. What is that?
It's, it feels the same as vertigo But it's when you're looking down a tall place at night.
Huh. No, I'm not familiar with it. Is that the really strong,
Ooh,
like,
what's that?
the fear of falling sort of thing? Because that is a separate... Oh.
Oh,
That's...
no.
That's a
Draco
grim
says
letter.
Thalassophobia is the fear of open water and deep water.
Yeah, thalassophobia, yeah. Alright, that's...
Oh.
Look at this place. I'm king of the goddamn world up here. Who threw the magic beans under my childhood town? Guess a little radiation goes a long way around here. Well, maybe that and some government bullshit. Not sure how you end up in a world like this with the good old government bullshit. Or without the good old government bullshit. You know, I came here to say my goodbyes and fuck yous to the world, but maybe now I'll stay a little longer. I got a room with a view, and I can't wait to take a piss off of this thing.
I feel like that's...
Classic guy.
I feel like that's realistic, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like, honestly would do. Not gonna lie. And then he slipped in it because he splashed a little and fell and tumbled and died. Probably. I don't know.
Well, he apparently planned to come back here to die, so...
He ain't here now. I'll tell you that.
You know, can you mark where that was in your head so we can go down underneath that spot and see if there's a skeleton?
Not really.
Okay.
Because that's... I'm gonna get so turned around.
Well, can we just figure out...
I can see my house from here! That's my music stand. Okay, anyway. I can't see my Mothman statue, though. He's a little too far. Because he would show, like, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway. Okay, now to descend from this horrible den of nightmares. Let me take one more good shot here.
Draco says, but the same feeling of the fear is if you're looking into deep black water or look down somewhere tall at night. It's sometimes the same terrible feeling.
Interesting. I do get that deep water one, though. I really get that.
I have to distinctly not pay attention to... If it's clear water, like, I don't get it with murky water, even if I know it's super deep, but clear water that, like, you can tell where the drop-off point is of,
Yeah,
like,
that-
a shelf or something.
That freaks me out.
That's like,
Not gonna lie. Alright, hang on. I have an idea for... No, this one you'll probably approve, actually. Okay, so I need to, like, face that way. Dang it. I'm so glad enemies don't spawn up here.
Oh, if they did, you'd be... Draco says, and then you see or feel something swimming in the water, but you just can't see it.
Alright, so... Expression, worried, maybe. Tired, no. Thinking, surprised. Is there like an I don't like this? Because worried is not quite right. Sad, yeah, me too, friend. Oh man, I don't have good light right now. Puzzled. This one, I don't like this angle. Hang on, let me see if I can find somewhere. Cast in a little more moonlight. Ooh.
Oh. I don't like it.
Am I more illuminated? Yes. Oh. Oh god.
Oh,
I didn't realize how perilously close to the edge I was.
Oh no, you're gonna die!
I'm good! Oh no, what's got you so worried?
Draco says, I kept thinking that maybe you get to the top and you just find a scorch beast made its nest there. Yeah.
Oh, that...
Zen Gamer says you would be toasted.
I kind of like that expression. Can you imagine having to fight a scorch beast up here?
You would die.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus says this looks like a starting screen for a game. Yeah,
it does.
There's the
text
logo
would go over
right
here.
There, yeah.
This is just my old art class kicking in of, like, you gotta have the weighted composition. Look at you trying to look all suave like, I ain't scared. I ain't scared at all. I love how stupid that smile.
Yep.
Neutral, peaceful, puzzled, rage. Sad, sinister smile. Somber, scared. Surprised. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with worry.
Tricky says, or Deathclaw mutant that grew wings.
Yeah, oh god, I would love that, actually. Like a demon claw.
No. I think you like that intellectually and then would hate fighting that.
Yeah. Actually, I love that. Just, okay, I did it! Can I go? Can I go now?
Hostage eyes intensifies.
that right there is hostage eyes. Okay, cool. We got the photo. Let's go.
Hey, I said no to climbing the giant floating mountain.
Hey.
Marcus suggested posing him like he's the king of the world.
No, I don't have the confidence for that.
Zen Gamer says, I'm out. Night, y'all. Keep up the great stream.
Hey, thank you very much. Have a good one.
Drake says, funnily enough, Deathclaws are my favorite enemy, intellectually and to fight.
I do very much like them. I do.
I need a teddy bear from up here.
Yes, it's a good question. What is my favorite Fallout enemy? It's probably Deathclaws.
In general, if we're just talking from any game, I think it would be Deathclaws. It might be different depending on the individual game if you're going by specifics, but
yeah, I did like the Night Stalkers in New Vegas.
Yes,
they were cool.
Those were some of my faves.
Yeah, is this the way down? Yeah, this is the way down. Okay. And I could just fast travel to get out of here. I ain't a bitch. So, oops.
Are you sure?
No.
Let me see.
Nope, that's not the right way.
There's actually a mod for that New Vegas. It's called a Kazaclaw. I mean, between a Deathclaw and a Kazaclaw. No.
I have that mod.
No.
I have not played with it. I plan to, though.
Oh, this is
here we go.
the way out.
Yeah.
Draco says, I'd like to see a modern Fallout game include the talking Deathclaws.
Yes.
Oh, this is very disturbing at night.
Wait a minute. So this was where the... So, wait. Is the... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, alright, we're good. Anyway. Yeah, the whole talking Deathclaws thing, people just sort of forgot those existed. I guess because, I mean, they were a little cheesy and lame. Still, though, like, they're canon.
Oh.
They are indisputably canon. So...
Oh!
And I know some people, for some reason...
that one was not good for me.
I've seen some fake fans try to talk shit on how snarky and seemingly possessed of actual personality the Robo-Brains are in this game. Because if you listen to them when they're chasing you, they got some attitude.
Oh, like I hate going down.
They could have programmed me to love, to forgive, but no. And they're just like, oh, that doesn't sound like a robot. You could have a thinking Robo-Brain companion in one. I forget if it's one or two. It's one of the old Fallouts.
Yeah.
Like they were an NPC, like a sentient robot. This is not new.
Well, they're a Robo-Brain. There's a brain there, aka person. Anyway, let me see.
Oh, that's what that
Draco says there was a work in progress mod where someone was making an anthropomorphic Deathclaw race. Cool. Marcus says, weren't the talking Deathclaws killed to be extinct by the Enclave, save for the albino one?
I don't know. Were they like to the last man, woman, and child?
If so, then that might explain why they're nowhere else.
Yeah, that's true. To me, though,
Draco says fully rigged textures incompatible with most armors and clothes.
Cool. That's a lot of work, actually. Like an enormous amount of work. Wow, stop.
He says he won't. Oh, venom. Wait, there's two of them?
Yep. Alright, time to go with my fancy liver action. This is the thing that I hunt Scorch Beasts with. It's just a humble lever action. Suppressed. And packing a punch. Ooh. This is why I really want one chambered in 44.
One problem is that it was only available for a female rig model.
It never ceases to amaze me the clever things that really, like really adamant modders just find ways to do. To the point that it can sometimes even impress Bethesda. Like, woo, hi.
And Marcus says, yes, the Enclave Super Mutant Officer executed all of the talking death claws in Fallout 2. So that's why they're not.
Okay, I didn't remember that part. It's a long time since I've seen Fallout 2 played. Like a long time. When I was still on speaking terms with my dad. So, prior to age 14, I'll tell you that. You gonna die! Woo.
There might be toys in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a nursery.
There's a bat!
I don't want a bat. I want floofy. I don't want Durgs. I want
a combat knife.
I want floofy stuffed animals. What is wrong with you people?
They give them the kind of toys I'd give them.
Along with the cute stuffed animal.
Yeah. Little column A, little
Probably
column knife.
By the way, I really want that someday. Okay, so if my parents ask you, and they want an answer that isn't the boring, I want a new desk chair or new glasses. For my birthday, I would like to build a bear Eevee.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, there we go. Because those are, according to Pokemon Go, the Build-A-Bear Eevees are about the right size.
Yeah, they're like to scale.
For realsies Eevees. According to the fact that in Pokemon Go, if you have a buddy that's an Eevee, he will perch on your shoulder. So you get a little bit of a scale there. And I want one. Oh, you didn't learn it, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
You need to learn it so we know.
Crisp cave cricket.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fried. Oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good.
Let's find out about that tofu whatever. Let's see. Draco says, in terms of talking Deathclaws, I really love what people did with Goris and fought Nuka Break. Goris was, Marcus said Goris was the only talking Deathclaw that survived because he was traveling with the Chosen One at the time.
Yeah, because he's one of the companions.
Mm-hmm. Recipe.
There we go. Swamp tofu soup. Okay, so what is swamp tofu? It's one of the fungi, I'm sure. So, what is it? There we go. Water, gourd, salt, swamp plant, and wood. Okay, so what constitutes swamp plant?
What is a swamp plant?
Okay. Why am I still so heavy?
Ammo?
Maybe.
Are they...
Not carrying that much in the way of ammo.
Did you pick up some missiles and not notice?
No. Stash my gold ore.
What about...
Some raw crystal. That's about...
aid?
Yeah, I do have a lot of food on me. Actually, do I need all the meds I've got? Okay, I don't need that much Rad-X. I'll stash 7 of those. Man, as much as I like having a stockpile of them, I don't need that many stim packs, so I'll put up 7 of them. Certainly don't need that many supers. Put up my tumblers today. And that'll just have to do. Okie dokie then. I don't think I really took much damage, so I'm not going to worry about my weapons. Alright, cool. Now then. Having explored around my house... Now seen whatever the hell that is, because I'm still not entirely sure what it is. I've crawled all over it. Still don't quite know what it is.
I'm pretty sure It's just, for whatever reason, the vines needed to lift the face above ground, and
yeah,
therefore...
That's a thing that needed to happen.
I guess.
I
Dracus
guess.
is also a swamp plant, or pods found on strangler vines.
Oh, okay.
So it's literally swamp vine tofu.
Yeah. Ooh. Hi. I didn't realize anglers would spawn essentially on my front lawn. Unfortunate. Oh, hey, is that a supply drop? So it is. Because I want to go check out the Deathclaw Cave real quick.
You're supposed to be very careful of the Deathclaws in the Deathclaw Cave.
Oh, I shall. Then I can finally head down to the bog. What the? Hi. Go away. You ain't no Eddie. You was a punk. Ow. Rude. Yeeted shish kebab. I don't quite know what that means. I mean, it's already on fire. How much heatier could it get?
I don't know.
Reload. One criticism that I have of this game, even though it's a thing that I take advantage of constantly, because you can cheese the game this way, AI pathfinding is absolutely unforgivably terrible in this game. Because look at this.
Yeah.
Like, there's no challenge here. He doesn't have the AI wherewithal to realize there's a thing in my way, I should go around. And that is completely unforgivable in 2019 when... What year did Fear come out?
A long time ago.
Let's say decade-ish ago, and its AI is still some of the most advanced any game has ever featured to date. There's no excuse for that anymore. None.
Except, you know.
No, there's no excepts.
Oh, no. I mean, I didn't mean it as in there is a reason to not do it. I just said it's some of the most advanced, and yet more,
yeah, and they just keep doing it. Okay, so I know.
Drake says like Fallout 4 had Deathclaws that could climb over most stuff.
Yeah, like this game, for all of the things that it did innovate on over the old Fallout 4 features, does seem to have a downgrade in enemy AI, and that's a damn shame. Because it wasn't that great to start off with. There's people in there. Oh, I didn't realize that was the first time. Anyway, yeah. Whoa. That's Deathclaw Nest. So, that's why I'm pretty sure this is Deathclaw Cave. So, I found this, I just didn't go in. Because this is another thing that, since it's right across from my camp, and I think I'm gonna probably stay in that campsite for the semi-long haul and long turn. Came out long herm. Oops. Anyway, then I wanted to explore it on stream. Forgotten meters measure no radiation. Oh, as in like
they're
rad
little
meters.
Things on the
Crossbow. I don't know why I keep picking up crossbow bolts when I don't use crossbows. Oh, this. Oh, good thing I popped some rad X. Heh! Whoa. Are these all empty? I'm gonna hope so.
I don't trust it.
I'm not getting rads, so.
I don't trust it.
I don't either. I do not either. That's like calm dish. Ooh, these.
No.
These look like hunting corridors. Is this a Predator reference right here? This really feels like, come on! Come on, I'm here! Kill me! Come on! Now y'all get to see how stealthy I am. This place is much larger than I thought.
It's huge! Maybe we should Spelunker's rule?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Always hang rights. Do that and you never get lost, kids. Save your life.
Oh, we're back to where we were.
My god. Ooh.
Yeah, this is the entrance.
Yeah, this is the entrance again. Okay, so
Draco says the giant hole in the mire is called the Maw, and the place next to it, called the Crash Plain, is where the Heart of the Swamp event takes place.
Oh.
Would recommend giving it a go.
I don't think I've actually found that.
No. Well,
I've gone exploring along a lot of the mire, and I don't think I've found that. Oh.
This is bad.
That looks nestish.
Yeah. We might do that. Probably not on this stream.
Nah. Because after I finish up here...
Deathclaw Nest. Bypass.
Don't make noise. No, don't do that. Why did that make noise? And what the hell was that about?
Bypass.
Oh.
Bypass for what?
Yeah, anyway, yeah, once I'm done here, I'm gonna go explore around Cranberry Bog, because I wanna. Because it's one of the few places in the game that I haven't explored yet, and I wanna. So, I'm gonna.
Oh, it goes further back. What?
Mining, no. Mining hat. Oh. Whoa.
It's an elevator.
Where do you go?
Oh, this is the most horrible apple.
It goes to the surface. Where the hell on the surface does it go? Why would it go to the surface?
Says some of the places in Cranberry Bog are freaking creepy.
I've definitely gotten the impression from the people that have reached endgame that I know, and just looking at the icons, because I've searched several of the observation towers that are like on the outskirts of it. I can tell there's like a lot of military presence there. There's a lot of the what was Brotherhood of Steel presence there. I can see more mine icons around there. So that all seems like it's got some interesting story revelation potential, which is part of why I wanted to stream my exploration of it.
Where are we?
Strangler
Strangler Pod.
Pod. Where?
Why is this hidden in the middle of nowhere?
Where in the hell?
Does it go further down?
It probably does.
Get back in and push the down button.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you push the up button to get to Appalachia.
Yeah.
So once we go down, we should see if it goes down.
Interessante.
Draco says in Cranberry Bog is very hard. So many level 50 plus creatures.
Yeah, when I was going down, I think Carewood Mine is the farthest I've gone into it, which is just on the northern exterior of it.
See if...
No, I can't push it now. Okay, so it's just to the surface or not. It also seems like it's an easy place to accidentally fall into a hard fight, because it is just run through with little runoff channels, little gullies everywhere. And it looks like strong mirelurks live there, along with the fact that it's crawling with Scorched. So,
let's see. Ruin is here and says howdy.
Hey, how goes?
Oh, there's blood.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
What?
I thought I heard movement.
It's just ambiance. Don't start freaking out over much on me.
What are those? Because that's like...
They're comm dishes. Ooh, that was movement.
I told you.
The other thing was just ambiance.
It wasn't the song. It sounded like physics items interacting with each other.
Yeah, it's
glitching.
the clunky part of this particular track. It doesn't happen often. It's part of the track, though.
Oh.
Oh! Whoa! Wait a minute. Operations summary. Blackwell. As in, like, the senator, congressman, whatever the hell he was, dude? The important guy that came out here to join the Free States and secede?
Uh-huh.
This guy's wearing the recon armor. Like, the Enclave armor.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I think we're right about it being government.
Yeah.
Commencing op summary. Agent Gray reporting. Blackwell won't be causing any more problems.
Oh. Won't he?
The bypass holotape got me into the bunker as expected. Though a longer range is recommended for future models. Essentially had to play the thing standing on top of the access panel to get it to work. Without the lures to distract those freaks, I might be dead instead of the senator. Once inside, I was briefly halted by Blackwell's laser grid. But resetting the power allowed me to grant myself clearance. recovery of the access card to our facility was
Wait,
less
our
successful.
facility.
I found a keypad, but was unable to decipher the code. Recommend sending in a specialist to collect it. I'm proceeding to the next target, after which I'll... Wait. What happened to the power? The lures!
Those weren't comms dishes.
Oh, God.
Those dishes are the lures he was using to keep the Deathclaws distracted. So, this guy was a government agent sent to eliminate...
Or an Enclave agent.
I mean, Enclave is the government.
I know. Because it sounds like it's after the bombs.
It does. Well, I mean, if there's Deathclaws here.
Yeah, so if it's after the bombs and...
Well, we know, given
That
some of
means
the...
Blackwell's thing, there's some access card to...
That means Simon Blackwell had an access card to what I think
Is the Enclave bunker.
is the Enclave bunker that I think... I still haven't had this confirmed for me, so chat, do not confirm this for me one way or another. I think the Enclave bunker is under the White Spring.
That, or that's Blackwell's bunker.
Possible. He's not that well connected, though.
Yeah.
Nor is he that wealthy.
Play the bypass holotape in front of the access panel.
Access panel.
Where is the access panel?
Oh, I've got a quest marker. It's pointing me that way.
Okay. I want to.
Oh, I gotta know.
I must know.
I gotta know.
I gotta...
A halfsta. This is the kind of shit that I live for in this game.
That one's not
That one's
broken.
not shattered.
It's not doing so hot either, though.
I get the feeling the only reason I am not having hell fall upon my head right now is because I am such a goddamn ghost. Because Deathclaws in this game, I know, having encountered a few, are ambush predators that like to dig holes and then pop out and attack you from them. So the fact that I am constantly hidden, I think, is the only thing saving me from random Deathclaw attacks coming out of the dirt floor of this cave.
Let's go.
Yes, indeed. Let's.
We need to find the access panel. I must know.
Wait,
Because
this
somewhere
is...
in there...
Hold up, no. This is the...
Entrance.
Entrance, hang on. Where is this pointing me? It's not pointing me outside, is it? No.
Can we turn off the other ones to follow where just this one is?
Maybe, yeah. There we go.
There.
So now that should... Oh, it doesn't have a marker.
Turn it on and then back off. Or rather, off and then on.
No, it doesn't have one. I'm gonna assume it's somewhere seemingly vulnerable in here. So, let me explore. I'm assuming it's in here. There was another thing that I found some records of in the Sugar Grove SIGINT facility. Some records that were officially scrubbed
What
about a...
That scared me so bad.
a Project Somnus.
That I'm interested
And the records, it's probably this.
in. Ooh, do you think it's inside? Wait.
Yeah.
Because this isn't the one we found that led us
No,
up,
the
right?
one I found was in a little cave corridor, so this is probably where I'm going. And the Project Somnus report also had a staff memo attached for the interfacility emails telling all of the staff at that SIGINT station to completely ignore, do not interact with the Project Somnus... I forget the term they use. It wasn't like candidates, it was like members or participants or something to that effect. And that if you were to ever find one alone, away from their designated areas within the facility, you were to immediately alert facility security so that they could respond and deal with it. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. And the name, Somnus, having something to do, I forget the exact meaning, it's something in Latin to do with dreams, leads me to wonder if maybe it was a psychic soldier program, maybe a remote viewing program, something to do with mind effects.
Yeah. Aha, access
secure
panel.
access panel. So, play the bypass holotape. Ooh, okay.
Bypass holotape.
Here we go.
User access updated. Welcome.
Welcome. Can I go? Oh. What have I done? I thought this was just a quick jaunt into a cave of Deathclaws. I didn't realize I was delving into government secrets.
Draco says, I believe Somnus was a Navy Black project.
Was it like IRL? Is that actually a thing? Or is that in Fallout? Because it would, if it is something you're referring to in-game, that would make sense, because the Navy listing post is attached to the Sugar Grove facility here. Oh.
Okay.
I'm still gonna stealth, because I don't
trust it.
I don't trust anything. It's just a principle I have in life. Oh, this is a similar layout to the Free States bunkers.
That's because it's Blackwell's bunker. He's the leader of the Free States, so it would be.
Yeah. Oh, it's much fancier.
That's because it's Blackwell and he's the leader of the Free States.
Yeah. Huh.
So there's another door over there. Draco says, from what I recall, it's about making sleeper agents.
Oh.
And Ruin says, what horrors are down here now?
Oh, I get it. If it's about making sleeper agents and they're telling people not to interact with them, that means it's like Manchurian Candidate kind of shit.
Yeah, and if you interact with them, you might throw off the...
Yeah, you might throw off their conditioning, or you might accidentally say their command word. Oof. Spooky shit. Okay. Alright. Low on food. Low on food. Head to Berkeley Springs, due west from the cave mouth. Run through, going outside, checklist before leaving. Oh, okay. Aluminum can.
Marcus says, I just began reading about Elder Fallouts after mentioning them. I gotta ask, Fallout 1 and 2, let's play when?
Probably sometime within the year, honestly.
Maybe?
I really want to play them. Like, really, really want to play them.
We can't tell you for sure exactly when, but...
Yeah, I can't give you an exact time, because as I explained a couple of... Whoops, don't knock my cup over. I explained a couple of streams ago, for personal and financial reasons, I'm scaling down my content output for the channel proper on YouTube. Certainly not discontinuing it, obviously. Definitely scaling down, though, so that I can focus more on voice work, because that's just a smarter choice for me for several reasons, which I've already expounded upon at length.
the Mothman Cometh says, greetings once
Hey,
again.
cheers. Good to see you again.
Draco says, I also believe Somnus was trying to do more than just make covert sleeper agents. They wanted battlefield combat-ready sleepers.
Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so
anyway, all that is just to say that I'm probably only going to have, like, whoa, that's the laser grid he was talking about.
he said resetting the power worked.
Yeah. So I'm probably only ever going to have, like, 1 or 2 Let's Play series active at any one time. And there's a lot of stuff that's on my to-do list. Like, a lot of stuff. I've had several requests, most notably from the person that sent me the game, to do Hollow Knight soon, so that one I'm probably going to do, because I really like doing platformers as conventional Let's Plays. That's probably the power station. Yep.
Yeah, I think we should explore the rest of this area first.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So there's a lot of games that I can say, yes, I will do. I just can't say when.
Hey, look, it's the bed I got.
The answer is just eventually. Judy. My little girl is dead because of my choices. Don't let Judy's death be in vain. That must have come from one of his supporters.
No, he said he had his daughter and he was hiding in the...
Oh. Locked out again. Probably reset overnight. Not your fault, old man. Is he, like, talking to himself? Does this guy actually have Alzheimer's or something? And this is how he functions?
Yeah.
Head upstairs to the security room, log into security systems. Yeah, this is the sort of notes that people who have Alzheimer's leave for themselves. Mm-hmm. Password slipping your minds. Take some mentats, grab the manual, reset steps. Desk upstairs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because he said in his thing with... when he was doing his interview, that he had taken his daughter and was going off the grid. Yeah. So maybe his daughter died, and... Yeah,
maybe that was a note that he left to himself to remind him. Yeesh, dark stuff. Okay. No mentats left. Carrot flour, 2 chunks of brain fungus, grows in the cave upstairs, fire cat mushroom, check the pantry. If you're out, well, you got a long walk back to the forest area. Distill using Judy's chemistry equipment. Take as soon as it's cooled. So I finally have the crafting recipe for mentats.
Crafting item unlocked, mentats.
Alright then.
Wasn't there another door further up?
Yeah, I think so. That makes me wonder, how long did he last? Because we know the Free States people outlasted most of the other people in Appalachia because they had all the bunkers.
Yeah, they only died when Harper's Ferry went.
Yeah.
Most of them. Because Harper's Ferry was their...
Yeah, it was their holdout. And apparently a lot of the few survivors that did come from other parts of Appalachia who long distrusted and disliked the Free States people with all of their crazy survivalist militia shenanigans suddenly turned to them like, hey, could you give us a hand? And the Free States folks are like, nah, y'all called us crazy. You said we were paranoid. Fuck you. And, you know what? It's a harsh, albeit reasonable response. Oh, I guess this was Judy's room. Okay, I'll take your pen, because I need plastic. And I don't think Judy's using the plastic anymore. Whoop, sorry about that. Alright, what you got
Judy's
here?
terminal. I guess I'll read it. So here I am, stuck underground with my father. Not the final year of med school plan I had in mind, but when he came to me, he was so adamant that we had to run, that someone was coming for us. Not adamant enough to show me any concrete proof, just that I had to trust him this time, which has been getting harder as he gets worse. But I could tell in his eyes that he'd made his decision, and he's not in any state to be out here on his own. So here I am, me, my father, Senator on the lam, and a pile of books to last us through Judgment Day. Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll come around to us heading back outside in a couple days. So something was going wrong with him early.
Yeah, he was already slipping prior to the fall. Mm-hmm. Makes me wonder about him.
Really quick. The Mothman cometh. We had a church nearby Harper's Ferry for a time. Unfortunately, we were forced to remove it due to the concerns of heretics.
Interesting.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that
was the Judgment Day entry.
Yeah. Life changes. The plant growth outside has been getting out of control since I can't do this now.
Second try.
Okay, again from the top. The plant growth outside has been getting out of control. The main entrance is almost overrun. At this rate, we're going to have to start burning the roots in order to get out of the elevators. And the animals aren't faring any better. I saw a mosquito the other day the size of a dog. I don't think I've screamed like that since high school. But it's at least given me a new goal in life. I want to never, ever, ever see one of those things feed. Ever.
That's fair.
You know what, Judy and me, I get her.
Mentats are key.
I've been trying a couple different meds for Dad to see what help keeps him lucid. Most effective things so far are, believe it or not, mentats. I always thought they were a party drug for beatniks and armchair philosophers, but they sharpen him right up, which we've been needing of late. He came back the other day covered in mud, claiming he saw a giant bat. That's a new one. I worked out a recipe that seems to get pretty close to the store-bought ones. More scary-looking fungi in there than I'd like, but at this point, it's better than the alternative. Holy mother of God. Uh-oh. I saw a giant bat. Holy mother of God, I saw a giant bat. And it saw me. It followed me back here. Dad was right. We're going to need to be a lot more careful out there from now on. Oh.
So their first Scorched Beast, and that was her last entry. Methinks they weren't quite careful enough.
Yeah. And this would be her chemistry equipment.
Yeah. So she had like a full-on lab in here.
She was a med student, so...
Oh, I can't get into that.
Do
Okay.
you have any higher...
No.
No, you don't have any...
No, I've only got hacking 1.
Well, we should probably do something about that.
Yeah.
The Mothman comes and says, the damnable scaly ones.
Yes, indeed.
Draco says, if you'd like a short Let's Play game, Absu is one I'd recommend because it's similar to the game Journey, so it's not too long.
Yeah, somebody sent me that.
Yeah,
I don't quite remember who. Forgive me for forgetting who that was. And that's another one that I do mean to do soon, because I really do think I'll enjoy it.
Ruin says, I think the fact that the place is empty makes it 1,000 times creepier. And Ruin says, Mentats?
They are a mental stimulant drug.
Incorrect credentials.
Do not.
So they said flipping the power.
I think you also had to do something else. Oh, we're thirsty, by the way.
Ooh.
And Draco sent it. No. It was purple that time, too.
Well, it looked like the whole thing was purple for a second.
Yeah, and it was Draco.
Okay, gotcha.
He sent it.
Yeah, apologies for forgetting that. Just please understand that a lot of people send me games, which I very much appreciate. It just means, yeah, it's all purple. It's timed. Okay. It's just tough to keep straight who sends me what. Ah, damn it.
Or maybe it's not.
Maybe not.
It just looks it. Yeah, it just looks.
No, it changes. I think you can only get in here as a team. Somebody to flip it, somebody to sprint in. Because it's all purple right now, and then it changed. So there's like a 2-second window. You need to have a multiple-man team to get in here.
I mean, I could.
This also sort of seems like maybe main quest sort of stuff. So we'll probably come here again later. This is interesting.
You need to level so I can get my hacking up.
Yeah, and your stealth, because if you're going to hang out with me...
Yep, those are the 2 things that I need to bump. Also, I want an animal buddy of my own.
Okay, well, that was an interesting little discovery.
Oh, there's a note. There's a note. They're going outside.
Yeah. Hood, bandana, rifle. Once upstairs, head down the tunnel to your left, not out the front entrance. Always assume you're being watched. They have eyes everywhere. That
and
they do.
They did, because they came and killed you, so...
they came and got him. Looks like they shot him in his own fucking elevator. I didn't realize that the first time I was here.
That they what?
Looks like they shot him in his elevator, because the inside of it is very gory.
Oh.
So, anyway. That's interesting.
Draco says either you're going to be good at stealth or be a tank.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Me, I prefer the stealth route. So he said take the left route. That means the...
Through the caves.
Oh. I think someone came through here. There are a lot of dead Deathclaws now.
Were those here before?
No, they were not.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go.
Bye.
See ya.
We can turn the other one back on now if you wanted.
Here we go.
The other quests.
I'll leave them off for now. Because one of the things that they did have some memos about at the Sugar Grove SIGINT facility was the Free States, saying that they do have agents observing them, that they are surveilling them, and one of the memos was actually an agent asking for permission to deploy a response team.
Yeah, though all of those seem to be prior to the bombs.
Oh yeah, they were, because those were actual government agents.
Wondering what kind of access tape he had. For what?
I'm assuming
I'm betting it's for the White Spring bunker thing.
I'm also assuming you can probably get in there solo if you have a high enough hacking skill to get into the security protocols and adjust them. I just don't have that, so I'm going to have to return to that later.
Well, you wanted to go to the bog, but we're going to have to be very careful since it's super high level.
Oh yeah, well, like I said, I've already explored the edges of it, so I know what I'm in for.
Yeah. Draco says, so I'm probably going to start another character, this one tailored to be a heavy weapons tank.
Woo.
That was my apologies.
Oh. That's probably whoever was in there. Okay, see you.
Bye.
So, let's see. I think I'll just follow the road down. Oh, there's a couple of people. Yeah, I'll probably just follow the river. Actually, how am I doing on weight? I'm good. Okie dokie. Oh, apparently I didn't have my gas mask on.
Marcus says, you're going to be streaming long, but a couple hours now.
I'd guess another hour at the most.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, so probably not too much longer.
I do want to do some cranberry bog exploration so that I don't feel as though I've explored everything off camera. Because I feel like I've done a lot of that in this game. Again, though, for anyone that wanted to see a little more first-time exploration, know that I'm trying to temper my interest in this game and my desire to show a lot of it against the fact that I know there's only a limited amount of interest in it. Much as I do enjoy it, despite its flaws, which it absolutely does have, I still get more out of it than get frustrated due to it, so I still have a fun time with it. I know it's put a lot of people off, though, for a multitude of reasons. Like, for a lot of people, unless they're just jumping on the hate train because it's cool to do so, which a lot of people have done, which I find dumb. The people that do have... Not really, no.
No, I mean, other people.
Well, yeah, like, for the people that actually have legitimate grievances, who can articulate them instead of just saying, well, it sucks, because Bethesda.
Yeah.
You know, those are the people whose opinions are completely worthless. The ones that can actually articulate why they are displeased with it. Each one that I've asked about it that I actually trust the opinions of has given me different answers as to why. So it just definitely strikes me as a game that is not for everyone. And
honestly, I don't think it's really trying to be for everyone.
No, it's really not. It kind of knew what it wanted to be, and unfortunately only did that thing only semi-well at launch.
Let's see. Ruin says, that's what matters. If it wasn't fun, we wouldn't expect you to stream it at all.
Yeah.
But he says probably more fun than Anthem. Draco says basically the current day outrage culture, and they just want to be mad at something.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like, and this goes far past just games. I just don't like it when one of two things will happen with a lot of things now. Something either turns into the thing that it's cool to hate, or something gains untouchable status.
Whereas you can't
say anything negative about it, or else you're labeled as X terrible thing. Either you're racist or sexist or etc., because something that has meaning and importance to some group now means that because it's important to those people, that it can't have anything wrong with it. And if you say that there's something wrong with it, or you didn't like it, or you don't want to go see it, then, oh, you hate it for the reasons that we want you to hate it, because that's emotionally convenient for us.
Yeah. And those are two sides of the same coin.
They really are.
It's a bad coin.
Yeah.
In general.
I want to throw that freaking coin in the irradiated lake, because neither side of that is good. Hating something just because it's cool, and hating people just because they don't like what you like, is not cool. Ooh, hi. And yet that shit happens all the freaking time now. Like, that's part of why Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? What happened?
Oh, there he is. Ooh. Okay. That's part of why I only, with great hesitation and sparing frequency, ever talk about contentious topics, even those that have to do directly with gaming. And I tend to do it in my rather roundabout, tongue-in-cheek format of Condescending Kinsmart, because it's more comedic, it's more of a joke than discussing things seriously. Because I just, I don't like the drama storm, man. Yep. I really don't.
Raven says, "You don't like the same game as me? Quickly rage at the person on the internet."
Someone on the internet thinks differently from me? Heresy! Oh, wow. It's kind of a cool way for him to fall, like, into the tree. Now it's picture time! Rather proud of that shot. That looked cool. Alright, see you, friend.
Bye!
Yeah, that place also kind of disappointed me, the Valley Galleria. It's just a huge shopping mall that I sort of expected more out of. And... Oh, caravan.
Traveling merchant.
Unfortunate. Anyway, all it really had in it was just normal loot and seemingly...
You got rid of my teddy fear.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Raven says the tree killed him. That's the new swamp legend, the death claw eating tree.
Ooh, I just realized that Shishka looks really good.
Draco says, also, I see them nerfing the animal friend perk. People have been pacifying random creatures and just killing them without getting injured.
That's a dick move.
Don't do that. Don't ruin my have friend for me. Mean people out there nebulously.
How dare not good people exist?
Well, especially when it's going to stop me from getting my dog friend, okay? Or squirrel friend. Noxie says, left quite a few communities due to drama and other things. If you're toxic because of who follows you or who you follow, along with you are a troll if you say something that said person don't like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I hate that response. Like, you can present someone with
is there any...
as valid criticism as you please, cite sources, etc., lay things out logically.
But you're just a troll.
You're just go away troll if you disagree with them. Like, it's just such a dismissive, emotionally dishonest, dodge the bullet shutdown of a remark.
Yeah. And Draco says that the Strangler Vines have the ability to take over certain creatures, so
yeah,
Deathclaw eating tree isn't completely incorrect.
That's true. That is true.
I'm really concerned about the plants taking over large creatures, because there is a fungus that does that IRL, which is horrifying, honestly. I don't like the idea of scaling it up.
No, not a fan. Like, that's my theory of what the Scorched Plague is, or at least something like that.
Yeah, please no. What?
It's just the workshop thing here.
Oh.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the only thing that was in the Galleria over there. You're not legendary, are you? Nope. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with you then. Was just the letters of some dude that got talked into running there for supplies, even though he knew it was a ghoul-infested hellhole. Because his girlfriend talked him into it, and then so did some other friend that was living with him. And then over the course of several days, trying to survive and gather supplies in there, he, like, starts to snap and, oh, that's a lot of gulpers. Not going that way. Then, like, his final log is deciding, like, no, what's his face? My friend. He always had a thing for a girlfriend whose name I totally remember. He just wanted me to get out of the picture. He sent me here to die. If I get out of here, he's a dead man. So, it's just Free States people drama, which
Draco,
was rather underwhelming for a giant Galleria.
Yeah. Draco says, well, the biggest fear in reality is a zombie deer disease, that they think it will come over to humans.
Yeah, I keep reading about that, and it just, for some reason, I almost welcome it. Like, it seems so goddamn fitting that something as innocuous as deer could kill us.
Well, yeah, because they won't let us hunt them anymore.
Yeah. Which, kind of sucks.
Because they literally have taken...
Oh.
Leave broadcast station key, can
I sense main quest.
Because there are deer literally overrunning.
Oh yeah, the place that my dad used to live, Lago Vista, Texas, had a tremendous problem with deer, in that it was a rather dense, urbanized area. It was like, middle income, nice houses, dense neighborhood. And it covered a fair amount of land. It was one of the major neighborhood areas around Lake Travis, around the Austin area here in Texas. And due to the fact that most of the plots were less than 10 acres, most of them were in fact about 1 acre, it was not enough forest for any of the private land there to have the allowance
to hunt them.
To even archery hunt deer. So it was still very forested so that it would look nice for everyone. And the deer population just exploded.
Yeah, and they couldn't put traps for them.
No.
Because that's not legal.
It wasn't legal, and it was considered unsafe because there were so many kids in the area. Like me at the time.
Yeah.
And we didn't care about property lines. We roamed all over the damn place.
Let's see. Draco says, which is more so a problem for me, as I do eat a lot of venison. Yep. Moxie says, even with the health issues going on with Mom, since I no longer have to watch what I share for room builds or gifts I like anymore, I don't have as much stress as before with all that drama.
Silver lining.
Let's
General
see.
Steakhouse.
Marcus says, we're actually having a growing problem with wolves that aren't afraid of humans because they have bred with dogs.
Yeah. I think her family was telling me they have a similar problem like that in Norway now.
Well, somebody in the government made a deal with somebody in Russia.
Always a poor sign.
To import wolves to areas, except they're not acting like normal wolves do.
So,
So...
who'd have thunked that maybe Russians cut some corners? I don't want to sound too clichédly American here.
Yeah, at least I believe it was Russia. But yeah, like they're having problems because they're decimating moose populations. There are various farmers and such who can't maintain their, their various animals because they're not killing for food; they're killing for sport.
Yeah, that's definitely not normal wolf behavior.
It's not normal wolf behavior. So, because they didn't put normal wolves in, it's a problem. Mark says, also diseased wild boars coming from Russia. Go figure. Drake says, Russian wolves. Next they'll throw in Russian bears and we'll get those Russian bear dogs.
I've actually seen one of those in person. They are
Huge.
goddamn huge. They're really cool, though. Saw one at a dog show once.
They look like they would be big, fluffy cuddle bugs.
Oh yeah, they will knock your ass over, though.
Oh,
they are super strong.
Have you seen how big they are? Of course they would.
They're super strong, and yet they still think they're lapdogs, so, you do the math. Hey, friend.
Marcus says, actually, we had a woman arrested who was breeding wolves with dogs because they're apparently popular as exotic pets, and she wasn't Russian. Draco says, they also use those dogs as prison guard dogs. The Russian...
The Russian bear dogs,
dog? Yeah. Marcus says, so it's partly a homegrown problem? Gotcha.
Yeah, like, I've actually had a wolf dog as a pet myself. I should say more accurately, my mom did, and had him when I was growing up. That was the dog that was stolen from us when I was a kid. Y'all have heard that story, unfortunately. And if you train them right when they're young, then they're just fine. They're very intelligent. They're very driven in dog trainer terms, so if you are not a strong handler yourself, they'll walk all over you, and that could actually get dangerous. If you know what you're doing as a dog trainer, though, and you've got strong presence with them, and you train them right, then they are fantastic companion dogs. You gotta have the right handlers, though, and you can't just give them to anybody.
And you certainly can't release them into the wild.
Oh, hell no.
Did you go in the steak place?
In the what now?
The steakhouse place?
No, I passed that. I didn't really care.
No.
What is this almost looks like
Fisher?
a fissure, except it's not marked as such.
Let's see. Draco says, reminds me of the exotic pet trade in London. People selling baby alligators as monitor lizards. Quote,
Oh!
quote.
This is a fissure. It's just not marked as such. Holy shit, what is that? What is that? I've never seen goop in a fissure. What the fuck?
I think you can mark it, but you have to go around.
It's marked as some farm.
I want to know the name so we can...
Yeah. Because I'm in Cranberry Bog now, for those that didn't realize. Don't make noise. Don't do that.
Oh, that's the diseased cranberry.
Yeah. The namesake. Oh, here we go. Max Farm.
What the heck is up with that? Mark says, and hunting wolves is still strictly illegal, even though they're creating massive problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they were intentionally introduced, then they're very likely still considered a protected species.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sort of thing that can languish in court, because everybody's got their own reasons for sitting on whatever side they do for years. Unfortunately, there's not really...
I find it very, like, amusing and not really
sort of
way.
Sort of a cynical sort of way.
In some areas where they should be protected, they're not.
Yeah.
And in the places that they need to be hunted, they're not.
Yeah. I don't...
Let's see. Marcus says, it's getting to the point where people are thinking about taking matters into their own hands. Gotcha.
Yeah, people do that rather frequently in northern states here in the U.S.
Draco says, in Cranberry Bog, there are multiple smaller fissures that spawn scorch beasts whenever Fissure Prime is hit by a nuke. So I found this out the hard way when I was in the bog when it got nuked.
Oh, so like you...
So those might spawn scorch beasts when the big nukes go off.
So you kick the nest and then all the minion scorch beasts show up.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
So we need to get out of here if
yeah,
we
so
get
if the nuke alarm goes off, it's time to fast travel. Hi.
You have contracted bone worms.
God damn it! Why always with the bone worms? Do I have a disease cure?
I don't know.
I do. I have one. Great. Okay. So, yeah, for anyone that isn't super familiar at a glance with the map, this is the Cranberry Bog region. So as you can see, I'm not lying to you, I have only gone here in my previous explorations.
And we have a couple of places marked from finding them on other places' maps, but...
The ones that are grayed out, though, those are just the
ones
that...
We haven't been there.
Yeah, they were mentioned, or they auto-pinged on my map because of looking at some of the observation towers.
I know something ironic. Getting hungry.
I'm nowhere near hungry.
I'm probably gonna have some lunch before we go to bed.
Yeah, I feel like if I eat anything right now, I'm gonna feel sick.
Well, then no. Just because I'm hungry doesn't mean you've got to eat anything. What about the map?
I don't care right now.
Okay.
I don't know anything about this place. The map is useless to me.
Draco says, also, I'm really thankful that my second shotgun survivalist character found the stim pack plan early. Also, while in the bog, look out for bright cherry red looking trees.
Hi.
Cherry red trees.
Will do. Yeah, this whole area is a place that I've seen from a distance for a long time now.
But have never gone to.
I've never gone in. Because I've spent a lot of time... Like, that thing, actually, is the giant, like, train interchange station. For a short while, I actually had a camp, like, right over there. And I've explored those mountains high! Extremely extensively. So, obviously the whole time I was looking down into this valley.
Yep. Draco says, once you see the trees, you'll know.
I am assuming those are the trees that are visible in some of my photos as what looks like a red forest way off in the distance. I'll show you what I mean. Where are you at? There we go. That stuff. I'm assuming that's what you mean. We shall see.
Marcus says, wolves have actually begun appearing where they have never been seen before, and in increased numbers where they have always been, like where my dad lives. I'm actually really concerned for his safety and have a few times talked to him about getting a gun just in case.
Yeah, if they're getting aggressive with people, that's a good call.
Yeah, Draco says, yep, that's the one.
I figured.
But we need to be careful.
I mean, that's the reason that we don't walk around our property out in Central Texas without one of us carrying, is because there's a lot of cats out there, and I don't mean house cats. Got bobcats and mountain lions, and
yep.
Bobcats usually avoid people. Every now and again, mountain lions get a little mouthy, though, so since we know that each of those kinds are in the area, because one of our neighbors out there, who's actually a full-time rancher, he's seen mountain lions, and we caught what we thought was like the ass end of one at the edge of one of our trail cam photos, and we weren't 100% sure. He was able to confirm it for us.
Yeah.
So.
Draco says, mind if I ask what you carry?
Usually it's a 1911 45. It's just my preferred platform. And if I'm going out to target shoot, which I do fairly frequently out there, then I'll have that and Mimosin on me.
Where are we?
I'm not sure. I want to get down to that station, because I'm assuming Watoga is that large city with the funky-looking tower.
Yeah.
Because I want to finally get that last train station marked, so I can start using
What
it.
does that say? That sign.
Adelaide's Diner.
I want to go on Adelaide's Diner. Because I think diners are cool.
Nobody attack me.
We're picture time.
Now it's picture time. Prompto intensifies.
Marcus says, you actually got a 1911? Guess who's jealous?
Yeah, it's a para ordinance, 1911. It's not an actual Colt. Functions real well, though. I know para is usually considered a fairly cheap company. I like it, though. Abandoned bog town. So it doesn't even have a name, it's just a bog town.
Oh.
Okay.
Can we... There needs to be a befriend robot first. Marcus is shooting videos when?
When I can come up with a cool name for a shooting channel, honestly. And when I have time to start up a whole new channel. Because all of my side channel work over the last few months was put into Gaming Unplugged, side quests, which was going to end up our vlog channel, and... Hello, where now? Let me finish my thought first. The live stream archive channel. And unfortunately that, along with Imperial Archive, which was all of our Reading the Elder Scrolls stuff, didn't go so well. Reading the Elder Scrolls was my experiment for that. Months worth of consistent 3 times weekly uploads didn't produce results. It seems like the algorithm really favors a lot of content all on a single channel rather than a network of smaller networked channels.
Which it didn't used to.
It didn't used to, which was the whole reason that we started that experiment in the first place. So, due to the fact that it's pretty much guaranteed that without sponsors, you're not going to make any money on YouTube doing shooting videos, that one had to get thrown to the very last line of the list, because it really is only going to exist as a hobby side channel, because I know I'm not going to see anything for it. So I still want to do it. It is something that I have an interest in. I've just got to prioritize things as wisely as I can. So eventually, yes, I will do shooting videos. I've wanted for a very long time to do like personal marksmanship challenges with Mimosin, Because that's something that, due to the fact that I've got some personal mobility issues, not like super crippling or severe or anything, enough to hinder me so that I know I will never have the full range of motion and strength that I used to when I was at my physical peak doing a lot of martial arts, because I've got a screwed up knee and a weak wrist now due to several past injuries and just strain from doing martial arts for now a couple of decades. So I wanted a means of physically improving myself for something that, because it's emotionally satisfying for me, could help to combat ready me more than something else could, other than, like, say, just lifting weights, which, yeah, I can do. Once upon a time, I was fairly jacked, and it's just, that's dull to me. It doesn't satisfy me in any way. Marksmanship, I can feel like I'm improving at something, though. So, yeah, I get the hint, game. I've stood here a while. Then doing marksmanship challenges is something that I'm very interested in doing. So when the time is right, I shall.
So Marcus says, I suck at naming things, but LLP Gunlocker, last level brass.
That one's not terrible. That's a decent one. Yeah, it's something that I've kicked around ideas for quite a while.
Condemned. That's what they told me. 5 generations lived under this roof, and now the government, my government, is taking it from them. I asked the agent what they were going to do with it, and you know what he told me? Just buy an apartment up in Watoga. That is supposed to be the city of the future. Then he sneered at me and laughed. We'll see who's laughing when they try to drag me out of here.
She went full Waco, didn't she?
Huh?
Hi.
Person?
How's it
Where?
going? Yeah, that's a dude in power armor.
I was about to say, I heard,
Yeah, she had a trap rigged to the front door. She went full Waco. Yee. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Wah, wah.
Okie dokie. Those are really cool. Event. What event?
Defend
Defeat
abandoned
the Rad-
Dogtown. Defeat Rad Rats.
Wascally wabbits.
Shut up.
I don't want to fight rad rats. They're gross. They make me sick.
Yeah, let's not.
Like they carry disease. It's not just that they're disgusting. They are. They carry disease, though. That's my main concern. No! No! Sam's Club, San Antonio, much cheaper! No! I don't want to get sick! Fuck off! No! Go away! Stop it! Stop existing!
That's,
Don't like you. Hi. Okay, what's this? You look like a police department. You are! What you got? Anything cool for me? Straight jacket.
Oh, you completed the event.
Oh, cool. Good. Okay. Retirement. Oh, it's one day from retirement!
25 years on the force, and they're saying I won't be getting my retirement package.
Oh, that sucks.
They can't afford it anymore. Lucky them, they get to decide that. I asked if maybe I could be transferred to Watoga, take some kind of desk job, but they're not hiring. The robots are handling all the security, they told me.
That sucks.
Ooh.
That sucks.
So you're thirsty, by the way.
They were automating fucking everything in this state.
They did say that this was the land of automation.
I mean, yeah, it's just like, what did they think was going to happen automating that much?
I don't know.
Like, what are people supposed to do? I know that's not something...
I'm assuming they're trying to make a utopian society where people won't have to do anything, but how are you going to pay for food?
Yeah, and while you're still in the transition phase, like, that's the thing. Not to get, like, political or anything, that everybody forgets about. When you're trying to make massive societal shifts that hinge upon people needing to do less work when you get there, you never think about the how to get there part and how people are going to live in the interim. Like, sci-fi, people don't think about that. IRL, people don't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we going to do in the meantime while we're working on it?
Yep. Draco says, makes me wonder what the legality of using homemade or alternative shotgun shells in Texas. Like,
it's pretty...
I can't read that, who has a channel entirely built on making crazy shotgun shells.
Demolition Ranch?
No. It's something I can't pronounce.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I can tell you, though, that Matt Carricker, the guy who runs Demolition Ranch, lives not too terribly far from us. And an old staple of his channel was crazy shotgun shells. Now, you can make them and you can use them for recreational purposes, totally legally.
I'm assuming on your own property. I don't know if you can do that elsewhere.
The thing is, well, you could definitely, like, you could carry with it. I doubt it would go over well at all for you in court if you were to actually engage somebody, even in a legitimate self-defense scenario, with like nails in or around. Like, you stuff a shotgun shell full of shit that ain't usually supposed to sit in shotgun shells, and a judge is definitely gonna look at you funny with regard to your intentions.
Yeah.
So, while it's legal to have, it's probably it's not legally advantageous to do.
Yeah. I have some stuff. Let's see. Draco says the name is pronounced Taufledemaus. Marcus says, well, they did automate an entire factory and bought 3 pit DLC. The workers protested and the robots massacred them.
Mm-hmm. Same thing happened here.
Pick up the...
Yeah, I picked up. It's part 3 though, so.
Want to wait till we have part 1 and 2?
Yeah, I'll wait.
This one's condemned too.
Wasn't they condemned this whole damn town? End of Bogtown. Travelers on the road are long gone. Creatures from the bog are attacking almost daily now. Our last truck just pulled up, smoke pouring out of the engine. Half the crews are too strung out on chems to care. Well, that sucks.
Let's see, Mark says ultimate self-defense shotgun shell. Frag 12. Draco says, like, he made a shotgun shell and test fired them using stuff like bubblegum, silly putty, Flex Seal, and dimes.
Flex Seal? Oh, God. His poor barrel.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think Matt did the dimes thing, too.
Yeah, he definitely did coins. I don't know if it was specifically dimes.
Well, it's dimes because those fit in a shotgun shell.
Yeah, that's true.
So it probably was.
You just stuff a roll of dimes in there. Yeah, I know he did like nails, paper clips, Lego figures, a whole lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those are some of the videos that he actually had to take down because YouTube changed what their safety standards were, and those were no longer considered kosher. So I don't even know if those still exist anymore. I know they got demonetized.
I think they really did just condemn the whole town. Probably to make way for something else, but wouldn't admit to it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, look, that house is condemned too.
Now, in fairness, a lot of Matt's old videos... Oh, this guy had a trap, too. Oh, God! Still works! Well played! Anyway.
Yeah.
In fairness, a lot of Matt's old videos were horrifically unsafe.
Yes.
Like, in the early days, I almost stopped watching him. Because I was just like, alright, this dude's gonna kill himself on camera one of these days, and I don't want the disappointment of watching some dude that I kinda like die in a headline at some point. He has since gotten much safer.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Draco says, I think the craziest one I've seen him do was someone sent him a hollow point slug and hollow point bolo rounds.
I've seen bolo round stuff. Those are kind of cool, actually. Again, not the kind of thing you want to use in a legal scenario, because it makes you look
really bad.
A little dicey when it comes to court. Like I said, you can have as legitimate a need to defend yourself with that weapon as possible. And yet, the fact that you had, like, obviously, like, cruel-intentioned rounds loaded, it immediately calls into question your motivations for engaging.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh. Well, I should pay attention.
Yeah, let's see. Marcus says that reminds me of the legend that Billy the Kid shot Lawman Bob Ollinger with his own shotgun that was loaded with dime shells.
I was not familiar with that one. So it looks like this whole town went militia mode.
Probably because they decided to condemn the whole town.
Yeah.
And basically just laughed at them when they're asking what they're supposed to do.
Definitely some dick politicians in this story. I'll just get an apartment in Watoga.
Oh yeah, the one we can't afford, because you're not going to give me any money for the house.
Yeah, exactly. And what job are you going to get in Watoga? If it's the city of the future, that means it's probably more automated. So what jobs are there for people?
Which is to say there isn't any.
I'll just pluck a job off the job tree and go to Jobby Town.
Let's see. Marcus says the shotgun was apparently 10 gauge Whitney.
Huh.
Draco says thing is as well, it's stuff like cut shells and wax slugs. I'm curious about the legality of them.
Yeah, as far as I know, they're legal to have and to like target shoot and probably even to hunt with. It's if you engage people. It's
probably not. I would not hunt with them because that's questionable legality because of the humane.
Yeah, that may get you in trouble with game wardens, depending on.
All of this is condemned.
Yeah, depending on particulars. I'm not an expert when it comes to woo. No, server, no. I'm exploring. Well, okay then.
But yeah, so the weird shotgun shells, I believe you can have them here in Texas, and you can fire them on your own land.
Recreationally.
But don't try to shoot anybody with them.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't shoot any living anything with them.
Because it just seems like the sort of thing that even if it's not expressly illegal,
you will get in trouble for it anyway.
If reported, could still land you in some manner of legal trouble depending on how the judge feels. So, sort of a gray area that I personally wouldn't gamble with.
Mm-hmm. Mark says, I wonder if I could get a job in the firearms industry. I've kind of been designing an AR upper that would turn it into a recoil-operated pistol.
That's cool.
Draco says, yeah, the prospect of shooting someone with a wax or hot glue slug doesn't bode well for me legally.
Nah, it really doesn't.
No. Mark says, or just recoil-operated in general.
Yeah. Now I'm here in the daytime.
Oh, it must... The fancy lines must go to the city of the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, as always, check your local laws. Disclaimer.
Oh, yeah. Last Level Press does not claim any legal expertise. Please consult your local laws, etc., etc. Don't sue us. We're not lawyers. Anyway, at least now I got a cool daytime shot. And hopefully that means douchey McWing Flaps over there isn't here anymore.
Let's see. Draco says the city of the future, where all the robots kill all the humans on Judgment Day. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh.
Terminator all over again.
But it's too late. I'm suing your ass.
No!
No!
I can't afford a lawyer! It's cool. I'll do the smart thing and represent myself. That never backfires. Right, guys? Right?
It always backfires.
Never represent yourself in an American court.
Ooh, is that a
Does
piece
not
of paper?
go well for you. Yeah, I know. I'm just checking. Coming from a predominantly law enforcement family, never represent yourself in court. Eliza and her crew died in the raid on Watoga today, but were unable to recover the truck. Their villa's been looted. There's still the matter of the house itself. I suggest we make a promotion immediately to prevent any further casualties, I assume. Oh, look, a supply drop.
Yeah.
Cool. This place...
Things went well here.
This almost seems as though they organized a militia and started assaulting Watoga. That would not have worked out well for them.
No.
Like, I get the whole armed resistance against government overreach, and like it's the home front thing.
Yeah, I think this was post Bombs Fall though.
Yeah, like these definitely look like the shanty houses of.
No, I think those are post Bombs Fall. The others they just hold up in their town and refuse to leave.
Yeah, that's possible too.
And then bombs fall before they can make them all leave, and then they're like, "Well, we told you."
Then it gets worse.
And they said stuff is coming out of the bog, so.
Yeah.
Oof, I am tired.
Yeah, me too. So, I think I'm gonna try to get to a Toga station, and then I might call it. Plasma cores.
I don't know what that has to do with being a barber.
It's a plasma-powered hair trimmer. Very efficient, don't you know?
Sure.
Oh, cool little village y'all got here. I mean, sort of run down. Cool, though. Hi there. Having that granata. Okay.
Yeah, this looks kind of like something I would make.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of my Hangman's Alley. Okay.
So this was one of the trucks.
The death truck.
We already looted it, but not on this map.
Yeah. Alright then. Supply drop. What did you got for me? Whoa. Hi.
Oh,
Oh, hey, someone's fighting over there. Oh, they're fighting the Stingwing.
Goodbye, Stingwing.
Y'all have fun. What the hell? How'd that miss? Oh, a little tougher than I thought. He's healing over time. I've at least drawn them away from the supply drop, so... Yoink. And this is what I was talking about how this entire area is just combed with these little gullies. So it's easy to fall into them and get trapped.
Mm-hmm. Draco says, also, is there any weapons from the Fallout universe you'd want to see again in 76? I kind of want to see the return of the 12.7 or the M1 Garand from New Vegas. Give me my ping back.
Yeah, I would like the 12.7, the M1 Garand. I would really like the old R91. Specifically the G3, or rather the Set Me inspired one. All the wooden furniture. I'm just a sucker for wooden furniture. Also, would not mind an actually serviceable version of the service rifle from New Vegas. Because, again, I'm just a sucker for cool wooden furniture. Hi.
Attention citizens. Watoga is under a state of emergency and evacuation order. Do not attempt to enter the city limits.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Get out if you're still here.
I'm going in.
Unless you are military or reconnaissance.
I am military.
If you can do so safely, make your way to the mayor's office in the municipal center.
Wait.
It's
Oh, it's you! It's this guy!
It's another one.
Okay. Alright. Huh. Neat.
In other words, they are having problems.
That looks concerning.
Those are the red trees.
Yeah.
I want to know. But I'm scared to know.
That looks like a serious problem.
I like the Pied Piper I bought, honestly.
I really like it. See ya. What's,
Yes, please.
What's down here?
Yes, please.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Dracus is the sentient forest. Great.
Sentient forest. I don't know that. I like the sound of that.
I want to go in there. Yep.
Don't like the sound of that.
I do.
This doesn't seem structurally sound.
No.
This feels like the road's gonna collapse just like that.
Uh-huh.
Any moment now. Does that run like the whole length of it?
Let's go towards Sentient Forest. Go towards Sentient Forest. Do it.
Yeah.
Because then we can die and find out what happens. I'm
Okay.
just really curious. I just want to know what they do.
I'm keeping my gun out.
We're probably gonna die
Oh
immediately.
yeah, these things. Oh god, they look like something from freaking Subnautica.
They're gonna kill us immediately. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's a lot of ambiance. Okay, hang on.
Take a picture.
Yeah. Before I go in,
Picture time.
it's picture time. Dang it! Freaking plant. Oh wait. There we go.
Bunny says Subnautica is a good game. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I do want to replay it now that it's actually like
Finished.
done.
I'm still salty that you can't get
Proper
simple
weaponry.
weaponry. So I'm like, that's the first thing you do in a survival situation with things that are trying to eat you. Oh.
Oh. Well.
But in general, I think it's a cool game.
Oh yeah.
We just played it back when it wasn't done.
Yeah, like the main quest
Gun,
only went
please.
so far. And I got as far as one could go at the time. Okay. What do? I don't know what that did.
Are they fire trees? Are we hurt?
Okay, maybe it's just pollen. I'm gonna hope it's just pollen. Veiled sundew grow. Oh. What are you doing? I don't like it. Don't like that noise either.
Drago says if you weren't wearing a gas mask, they'd poison you.
Okay. Alright, so they're just toxic spores. That's a little less alarming. That's fairly mundane. Oh god, it's like it's raining at all times. I mean, it is. It's just also raining spores.
We really should play
Whoa.
Subnautica again. Oh.
Whoa!
We really should play Subnautica again.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to stream it. Wants to play. I like how we're like,
Gun. Actually, you know what, let me try that shot.
Drago says they react to creatures that move into them. A carnivorous plant system, if you will.
Huh.
So they're trying to poison you so they can eat you.
Yeah,
Or digest you, I'd assume.
lovely. Oh, these aren't diseased.
Nom them. Take it.
Huh.
We're gonna make them mad.
Yeah. Oh. There's a guy there.
Buddy says I nabbed it when the Epic Store launched. I think someone gave it to us. Right?
Yeah, it was Scarlet that gave me that one. That one I do remember.
I just want to, like, hurt Hookah.
Huh.
Yep, there. It is trying to murderize
Oh
us.
yeah, it wants to eat me.
It's not working though. So ha, joke's on you. Should we continue?
Yeah.
I don't think we want to go. Ooh,
Pardon?
that was one of the ones exploding.
I think I actually made it out the other side. Humbug.
Goodbye. Carnivorous plant things.
Farewell, mysterious forest.
I don't know where we are now.
Other side of Watoga, so getting pretty close to where I want to go.
Yep. Draco says, so Veiled Sundew Forest is likely a heavily mutated strain of a carnivorous plant.
Probably, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ooh, a Sultron. Hi. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Don't see me. Ooh, you are unobservant. Shit, she's on me. Oh, she can cloak. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. She hits real hard.
Real hard.
Okay, not messing with her. She can live another day.
Shall we
Carry on.
Go back to the bog?
Yeah.
And then go find our stuff while we, stealth it?
Yeah.
I guess fighting Assaultrons are such a pain.
Yeah. I'm a little more accustomed to the Fallout 4 version of them, which is to say that, yeah, they're not exactly slouches in melee. They're not insta-gibbers. The main danger is their face cannon. Mm-hmm. Looks like they're dangerous in several ways now. Okay then. Give me my stuff. Oh, I see. They're like parked out on top of a fissure. So, wait a minute. They're parked out on top of a fissure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna guess that means something automated detected the threat and sent...
No, because that tank is a manned model. And we know from the records that we have found about Project Motherlode that the government was supporting some private enterprise amongst the major mining companies in this region.
Can we loot whatever those things are?
I don't think so. Oh, apparently. Yeah. Digested goo. Okay.
Maybe don't. Never mind. I'm good. Draco says also, if an Assaultron cloaks and hits you, unless you have power armor, they will 9 out of 10 times insta-kill you.
Oh. So they have, like, sneak attack.
Yeah, if they can cloak, you're gonna bad.
Gotcha. Ooh, there's a bunker over here. Desire to know more intensifies. So anyway. I'm starting to suspect, Cranberry Glade, that this stuff with the Scorch Beasts and... Oh!
What did you see?
Mothman! It's not even Mothman Week anymore. That's just Mothman.
That's a stalking Mothman. What does stalking Mothman mean?
I think that means he's mean.
He's not vengeful, though.
Oh, no.
Is this... He has red eyes, though, so is this normal Mothman?
I don't know.
If we walk up to him, will he run away?
I don't know. I do want to test it. Alright. I'm here. Oh, he's looking at me.
Draco says don't make the same mistake as last time and kill him before he flies off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if we... Oh. That's the boss music, is that...
There you go. Whoa! Yep, he's gonna attack! Where'd you go? Yep, there you are. Okay, he's mad.
So
he didn't like me making eye contact.
Don't try to take pictures with a live one. Just shoot him.
Because I haven't shown on stream the creepy-ass death throws the Mothman have.
We did
manage
to kill a couple.
Yeah, I killed several during Mothman Week off camera. Realized that there are many varieties. There's the Stalking Mothman, Vengeful Mothman. There's the Wise Mothman you get to meet during an event that I still haven't done, though I know about.
Ow.
And ow, God, ow! Fuck, don't die.
Where you go?
There you are. Turn invisible. And then there's also Glowing Mothman. If you encounter a Mothman during a nuke zone.
Where'd he go?
Oh, don't you fly away on me! You flew away on me, didn't you?
He did.
Damn it!
We didn't kill him fast enough.
Yeah, I don't think I could have.
No.
Because sometimes they just peace out in the middle of a fight. Now, did he...
Yeah, Draco says if it's stalking or vengeful, he will fight you. He might have blessed us, but I don't... It's going to be hard to see in this.
Yeah. Because usually when they fly away, they leave a little loot pile. And you can at least get some of their dust in one of the wings. Oh, there it is. No, that's a plant. There we go. Torn Mothman wing, neurotoxic dust. Okay. So, like, neurotoxic. I haven't thought about that yet. Does that mean that the reason people, like, hallucinate around Mothman is because it's got some sort of, like, airborne neurotoxin?
Probably.
I wonder, is there a description for that item? Neurotoxic dust. It just creates oil. That looks conspicuously like tiny shards of ultracite, for one thing. Huh. Interesting. Whoa.
Can we play it? Can we play it?
Probably not. This is what I was talking about earlier. You can find an accordion, you can't actually play it, though.
Trumpet, same.
No, it's not on a chair, so
Yeah.
it's not playable. So this was a school trip.
I want to come across a wise one.
The only way to do the wise one is to do the event, and that one is an event at the lighthouse.
Okay.
So I find it rather amusing that you attract the wise Mothman with light. He craves the forbidden lamp. Yeah.
Except it's not forbidden, is it?
I mean, he can't eat it. Fire cranberries.
Oh, look, there's some more. I think that might be safe cranberry. Because it wasn't black.
I've got plenty, though. Not really concerned about farming. This actually looks like a cool place.
Draco says, Landview Lighthouse. Good way to get an XP boost for a while.
Yeah. This is the kind of place I would actually like to explore, like, IRL. Hi. God damn, this game is pretty. For all of its faults, it is a joy to look at.
Let's see. Marcus, so apparently there's a Pokemon movie called Detective Pikachu coming out. Yeah, I'm
There
not
is.
seeing it. I refuse. I'm terrified.
Starring Ryan Reynolds.
I am terrified of the Pokemon in that movie.
As Pikachu. I'm not even kidding.
The Jigglypuff is nightmare inducing, and I don't want to see a Mr. Mime in that style.
I don't either. Or a Jinx, for that matter.
No. I'm good, I'm thankful.
Although apparently Mewtwo is in it. That was, like, shown in a trailer.
I feel like that sounds horrifying, too.
I have not seen the trailer. I saw a still of Mewtwo. I didn't get a good look at it, though. Ooh. Eek. Is that what I think it is? Yep. Well, just gonna leave that where it is. I don't feel a need to reach into it. Because in the words of Ian Malcolm, that is one big pile of shit.
Uh-huh. Huh. Iguana soup.
How do I get the iguana for the soup if there are no iguanas?
Because you can find iguana bits, same as you can find squirrel bits.
That's true.
And then you use that to make the soup. Dragon says, if given the chance, I would love to just explore a region like this, abandoned buildings and such. Sadly, only place you could do that is Chernobyl, and you can't go everywhere.
Parts of Yugoslavia where it's not safe to go everywhere. Oh god, that's a lot of mole rats. Knife! Yeah. I think that's part of what appeals to me in Fallout games, and just post-8 games in particular, is the fact that I do have an interest in urbex and this sort of scratches that itch to a certain extent.
Marcus says, aren't Deathclaws mutated iguanas?
I think so, yeah. I forget exactly what particular type.
So we cut Deathclaw into really small pieces and...
They're not iguanas. They're actually originally chameleons, I think. And that's why there are the stealth Deathclaws. They're a sub-variety. Because, like, the normal Deathclaws lost the camouflage ability. Some of them, like, regained it through mutation. Oh.
Draco says, Miscreated had some amazing exploration environments. Sadly, the game, like DayZ, had the same issues. And Draco says they're based on chameleons.
I heard Miscreated was a game with really good promise that just never really fully followed through. I never played it for myself, so I don't know. Hi, Tesla rifle. For sure. I've never actually gotten my hands on a Tesla rifle.
Well, now you have.
I do have the plan to craft one. I just don't actually have the... Hi, fellas. How's it going?
Hi.
I don't have a high enough energy weapon crafting perk to actually make it, even though I have the plans for it. So, that's unfortunate.
What?
It's another mini rift.
Let's know. I think no is the right choice here.
I'm gonna grab your ultra sight. Yoink. I'm so glad I'm such a ghost.
Oh yeah.
Like, that
you would
makes
have died
this...
so many times by now.
Oh yeah. The fact that I am such a stealthy git makes this so much easier. Alright, I don't know what the hell this bunker is. Oh, there's a mine. Oh, there's so much shit I want to see. More gullies. Dang it.
Draco says, or track up to 5 Scorch Beasts, given where you are. Let's not. We should not. I think that's it.
I'd rather avoid a Scorch Beast horde. Speaking of, hi. How you doing? Don't mind me. Just investigating hidden facilities in this here field. What the hell is that?
Marcus says, I hear a peeping.
Yeah, that's one of the, probably scorched officers with a nuclear code. I'm just not far enough into the story to really care about the nukes yet. Drop site V9. What the hell is that out there? Okay, hi. Don't mind me.
Hi, bye.
I'm not here.
Where's the door? Oh, there's power armor.
Oh.
Brotherhood Core. Oh.
Oh, they didn't do so well, did they? What you got? Ooh, T-16. Yoink. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. Oh god, hurry up. Get out. Get out, get out, get out. Oh god, get out, get out, get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Get the fuck out. Get out. No! He's getting real close! Okay.
Can we just loot it?
Okay. Yeah, I hit the wrong thing. So, yeah. See ya. Okay.
Draco says he thinks we might be approaching Signal Prime. So we should be careful.
Kind of wondering about that, seeing as how there's
there
multiple Deathclaws.
Or you mean Scorch Beast?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm tired. My mind is just going to monster thing that make me feared.
Oh.
Who has a lot of wings outside. A lot of wings outside. And no good. Emperor's magnet. Okay, I don't actually need anything in here.
Oh, what's there?
So this is cool. Just nothing I need. Okay, see ya.
Alright, so where are we going again?
I'm gonna go mark these because I might as well. Yeah.
Scorched Leader!
Where?
What?
Where is that? I don't see him. Ooh.
I don't know.
Alright, see ya.
Can you look at that? Which kind are those Scorched Beasts?
Diseased.
Where is the second one?
There he is. Normal one. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Actually, you know what? Gully is probably safer. You know what? I feel like this is actually much safer. This is exactly the kind of place I would hide from something like that.
Draco says, kind of makes me wish that instead of Scorch Beast, it was Death Claws that remain focus. Yeah, but I kind of like the Scorch Beasts, honestly, because they're terrifying in a different sort of way.
And I feel like more than the people that criticize this game for the Scorch Beasts, yo, they're just a copy of Skyrim dragons, which they're not. If they just recycled Deathclaws as the Uber monsters, I think people would have way more of a problem with that than they do with the slight similarity that Scorch Beasts have to Skyrim dragons. Because then it's just like, we've seen this! So, and that, honestly, I would kind of echo the criticisms of, because that would just feel like cutting corners to me. Unless they did something truly new and unique with it. Hi! Oh, who are you? Okay, you're a normal one. I was a little worried you were a queen for a second.
I think maybe that fissure on the map is actually the super fissure.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't be here.
It's fine. I'm very stealthy. I mean, if I get caught, I'm gonna die. Oh, hi.
Oh, they tried.
Yee. Gold star. You tried. You tried real hard.
Just didn't...
Glass cavern.
Oh, yeah,
that sounds
we're
good.
not going in there.
Oh, that sounds real good.
It's overrun with Scorched.
I'm not going in there. Why am I in caution? Why am I in danger?
He saw you.
Oh God!
He flew right over you. Are you actually going in here?
Nope. I'm using this to get away from the Scorch Beasts so that I can get into caution again.
Yeah,
so I can take out these guys.
It's Fisher Prime. Prime can have up to 4 to 5 Scorch Beasts at a time.
It's fine. Caution. Yes, good. This is what I wanted. Because I just had to cut the line of sight so that the Scorch Beasts don't know where I am anymore. Actually, neither does this guy. Okay, whoa. This is fine. This is what fine looks like. I don't know if y'all are experts on fine. This is fine. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I have everything under control.
Do you?
100%. Yep, can't find. You're goddamn right you can't. Because I am smoke in the mist! Okay, I've contracted the blight.
You are in problem.
Okay, I just realized I'm also really, heavy right now. That's
because you picked up the suit again.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it came back to you.
Okay, so, drop that. Drop that. I'll find more T60 later. Go away. I don't want you.
The T60 isn't on there.
I don't care.
I know.
I dropped it.
I know.
don't want it. It's just weighing me down.
I know. I'm saying you still have the T60 piece.
No, I don't. I just dropped it. I
Both
literally
of
just
them?
dropped. Yes.
Oh. Ooh. Ow. So, they're whatever that's good. That's good for Oh, that's bad, isn't it?
That just means my head's a little jacked up. Stop! Stop trying to melt me! Yee. Okay, alright. Jesus. Okay. Alright. They are just dusting this whole area. Okay. Alright. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Hi. How you doing, friend? Don't worry about me. I'm not here to steal any of your cornflakes. I just came to see the sights.
Mark says, now this is what I call a clusterfuck.
This is a lovely home. I'll leave you to it. I can take the hint of when I'm not wanted. Hi, I'm invisible. I don't exist. I don't know why you'd think I would. That's a myth. That's lies, slander, and hearsay. Existence is not something I personally ascribe to. Existence is a social contract. Did you know that? Construct, even. So really, if you think I exist, that's just letting the man have power over you. You don't want that, do you? You seem like a strong, independent Scorch Beast who don't need no man. I saw tracers a second ago. Somebody's shooting at them. I don't appreciate whoever's provoking. Okay. Alright. See ya. Oh. Okay, done. Go. Why must they have player sense? Because I know they do! They're circling me even though I'm hidden. Okay.
Draco says, something like these I need a stealth boy or 10.
Yeah. I mean, I'm stealthy enough. If I hold still, they don't know I'm here. I think part of what was getting me caught a little while ago is because I was over encumbered, which probably gives me a stealth penalty. Forward station delta. My God. How many command posts did the Brotherhood have? Whoa. The fuck? Oh.
Oh. I'm like, what is that noise?
What? No! No! Oh, God, no!
I saw you.
I'm not one of them! I know you hate Brotherhood guys! I'm not them, though! Why? Cover. Cut line of sight.
Oh, look, there's a thing there to listen to if you want to.
Sure, why not? Bogged down. Sounds about right.
Great job, Tags. Now what are we supposed to do?
Fuck off.
They weigh something like 60 tons, genius. Of course they're gonna sink.
Airplane.
You chiming in with all this wisdom after I hotwired the damn thing? And it was no idea to bring them back to town. No. I'm not taking any blame for this.
I didn't tell you to actually do it. I was just saying it'd be great if the Brotherhood had these in their arsenal.
Look, maybe we can go get another one and try to tow them out of here.
Are you nuts? First of all, we'd be abandoning our post. And second of all, do you even know if there are any more armored vehicles we can use around here? No.
Sorry, I was just trying to help.
Well, there isn't much we can do about it now. Look, we're all strung out here from these long duty shifts. Why don't I take first watch so you can get some rest?
They did a doozy of a job.
Thanks, Father. You're the best.
Is she, though?
No, she sounds like she's trying to pin stuff on you that's not really your fault. Because I suggested it would be nice if they had, yeah. That's saying that you should do the thing.
Yeah. I didn't say you should follow up on it. Then why'd you fucking say it in the first place, huh? Cool.
Draco says, I want that Brotherhood outfit.
I really do, too. The Field Scribe. I found a Field Scribe hat, actually. So that apparently you can come across at the Thunder Mountain nuclear power plants in the mire. It's on a desk in the office section. I've yet to find the actual outfit, though. This is...
Draco says, one of two outfits, I think all that have backpacks. Oh look, there's more of the giant spines.
My plan is for that to turn into my... Oh, hey, giant sloth. Fisherside Prime! Found it!
We shouldn't be here, he thinks.
Probably not. For that to turn into my main, like, cover outfit when I'm not in my true outfit of my ritual garb here. Alright, cool. So now that I've got this marked,
Let's go.
I'm gonna go to the Watauga train station. I'm gonna leave.
Sounds good.
I'll catch the first train to fuck thisville.
Marcus says, getting lots of rides there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a few.
Let's go through the forest.
It's not really on the way. I mean, I could.
Well,
It's right
I
there.
think they would maybe lose us in the forest.
Yeah, probably. So you know what?
That's why I was thinking forest. Because if
give
we
that a
can't be
go.
poisoned by the forest, then it's mostly safe. Right?
Hopefully.
Unless this one works differently.
Gully, give me shelter, please. Please. No. Why are they following me? Nope. 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 I'm not here. I am not here. Fuck it. Run. Woo! What was that? Why with the... Is that a sentry bot? Why is there a sentry bot? Why is there an annihilator sentry bot?
Mark II. Never mind. This is a bad idea. Go.
Oh God. What is it fighting? What the hell is it fighting?
Fighting the woods.
What? Oh, super mutants. Oh.
Maybe no.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh, what the? There's a structure in here.
This is
Hold
a
on.
bad idea.
This was a... Oh God, the Scorch Beast noticed. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is a bad idea. Never mind. I'm sorry I suggested it.
Maximum uh-oh. Cranberry Bog is a terrifying, dangerous place.
Jacob says, I think one of the locations you get for fire breather missions takes you through the Big Bend Tunnel, which is a straight shortcut to Cranberry Bog.
Yeah.
It does.
I've sort of circumvented the main quest. I know for a fact that I've actually found multiple main quest locations, and I'm not very far in the main quest, so I'm gonna end up streaming a lot of the main quest at some point. So you'll probably see a lot of the areas that...
They kill each other.
Yeah. You'll probably see a lot of the areas that I accidentally explored on my own, off-camera, when I just end up charging through the story. Because I'm probably just going to do that once I cap out at 50, so that I can just charge straight through it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's best we just...
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, well...
I'm just gonna go.
You guys do you. We're good.
See ya! Whee!
Are we safe?
Yeah, I'm good.
So I was right. They did lose us in there.
Oh, they are fighting away.
Uh-oh.
Have fun.
One is coming our
Yeah,
direction.
I know. I swear they have player sense. I swear it. Like, there is something... Oh, you're much hardier than I'm used to.
Watoga government worker. Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Jigga says, who will win? Level 60 Sentry Bot versus 3 level 50 Scorch Beasts.
Definitely the Scorch Beast.
Yeah.
No question. Alright. You know what? We got no time for you. Wow, that ain't doing much. Okay. Don't know why this thing is doing so much more damage to them. I'll take it, though. There we go. We all good? Whoa, okay, alright. We're not quite good. I'm just gonna keep sneaking. I'm just gonna sneak snog.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all are just gonna have fun.
Maybe we shouldn't have picked the fight with it right there.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You know, they didn't even notice. They are occupado.
Let's hope they remain occupado.
Okie dokie. Well, this was a fun and enlightening excursion. Hi. I feel like I've accidentally triggered all of Cranberry Bog.
Probably.
In my exploration, I've loosed a horde of Scorch Beasts upon the land.
We're sorry, anybody on this server that was trying to...
I have done horrible things today. I'm sorry. Go help your friends. Look at them. They
don't
well,
need help.
They don't.
They're fine.
Oh, okay. No, don't circle this. No. Why must you have
Don't call
player
your
sense?
friends over here either.
Why must you have player sense? I swear they do. He could choose any random direction to fly in. And yet, he flies direct fuckingly over me! They have player sense.
Yes, they do. Let's go. Where's the station that we're going to?
Over there.
Let's not go direct. We should not go directly through Watoga.
No. I'm going to approach from the south and then cut directly to it as efficiently as I can.
Draco says, I'm sure that's what happens. Anyone who gets too close to Fissure Prime just summons all Scorch Beasts in the bog region.
All of these are from me going next to
the little fissures.
The little ones. Because anytime you go near a fissure, like a normal fissure site, when you get within a certain proximity radius, a Scorch Beast will spawn if it hasn't already. Place of Watoga, what the fuck?
It's on the radio.
What the... oh. I don't trust you. Immediate distrust. Because you're an Eyebot.
Except for the Pied Piper Eyebot, and you're my favorite.
Yeah, Pied Piper Eyebot and Eddie are the only exceptions.
Yes. Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Don't you dare. Nope.
Don't give me away.
Do not... oh, hi. Ooh, what killed you?
I don't like it.
And I kind of feel like the Scorch Beasts notice when you kill Scorched. Because I think they're sort of a hive mind. Because I've had that happen a few times where I'm fighting Scorched. And I know, like, yep, the Scorch Beast is in the area. And then they'll just happen to show up right as I start fighting the Scorched.
Yeah.
Ain't that a coinkydink? Whoa. That's pretty neato. What you got? Oh. Oh, you had a bad time. You had a real bad time.
Yeah, I don't... distinctly bad time. Let's see. Because the Scorch Beats heavily react to sound. If you use something like an explosive or minigun, they fly over immediately.
Huh. It does make sense.
I mean, they're bats.
Yeah. All things considered, that don't make sense.
Marcus says, let me guess, that guy pissed off the gardener.
So it would seem. Hi.
Hi.
Would you make a cool photo? No, not really. Okay.
Hi, bye.
See ya. I'm gonna go. What is that? What is that? What the fuck is that?
I don't think we want to know.
Why does it look like a meteor? What is that? What is that? What the hell is that sound? Oh, those are gunshots. I thought they were footsteps. I thought they were like really thumpy footsteps for some reason. Okay, that's just somebody fighting. Alright, cool. Y'all have fun. See ya.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
This is what fine looks like. I don't know why anyone would think otherwise. Fine is what we are seeing here today. Alright, they're having a joyous time. Okay, seriously, for realsies, this is not just a weird pop-in glitch anymore. Which is what I was wondering for a second if it was. That is actually a something that looks like that.
I'm guessing creator bots went a little crazy and made stuff they weren't supposed to.
I guess?
I don't know. That's all I got.
Hi! Oh. Oh, I'm gonna snag some of that XP, if you don't mind. I'm just gonna... Here we go. Cool.
Bye.
I'm gonna steal your XP. See ya!
And hope that they win.
Just taking my share. My 1 round's share. Eh. One thing. This town definitely looks cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just a ruined structure. Okay, now I am actually getting hungry. Whoa.
Draco says, I want to find the syringer with one of the unique ammo types. Like the one with either a box or blowfly larva.
Ooh. Lol. Hehe.
It's okay, Pop.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
We should not. We should not, Watoga.
That is a hard no.
Yeah, that's something built in Watoga.
Yeah. That's actually a thing.
Should I open the door for him, you think?
Yeah, probably. You may want to go downstairs.
Alright, I will open the door for you.
Oh god, no. Why am I in danger?
Did they find you?
I didn't do anything. Why am I in danger? Whoa. Oh god, ow. Oh, I think the Assaultron saw me somehow?
Yeah.
Why? How? Why? Uh-oh. Oh god.
Oh, you're gonna die.
I don't... no. No. Sam's Club San Antonio. Much cheaper.
Oh!
Go! I'm alive. Why didn't my mind go off? Why didn't my mind go off? Uh-oh. Shotgun. Ow. Good. I fucked its legs. Perfect. Now it can't rush me. Okay. Now I just have to hope... Oh, he's having a lot of fun over there. That's a Mirror Queen. Oh, no. No. Okay. Alright. Cool. See ya. Why do you sound like you're about to explode? Why do you sound like that? Because you are! Okay! Can I still loot you? You were a legendary, so I want to loot you. I have a mighty need. Oh, cool. Thank you. Ow! You already exploded! That's not fair! You can't explode twice! Where the hell? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I'll spawn there and run.
They always explode twice, says Draco.
God damn it! That's not right! That's psychological warfare. Making me mad. Is it because it was legendary? Or do Assaultrons just always explode twice? Also, that's cool. Okay. Okay, go.
Draco says, also hopefully that player doesn't steal your stuff. Had that happen to me.
Yeah, no shit. Hopefully he's too occupied with the Scorch Beast fight. Because I actually had a lot of Black Titanium and Ultracite. Do not be dick. Do not have steel. Do all that you can and don't lie and don't steal. Keep your nose on the grindstone and out of the pills! Oh, okay. Yeah, they're occupado. Cool. Hope it stays that way.
Draco says legendary robots tend to explode twice.
Okay, so it is because it was legendary. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. Wow, he's just dumping grenades into whatever the hell he's shooting at. Cool, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Y'all have fun. I feel like this is maybe a little...
Draco says, looks like the player's fighting a Mirror Queen.
Yeah, it does. A scorched one at that. Just look
great.
at the color.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't think I want any part of that. Yep.
Oh. Give me some of that XP!
Wow.
Just an unabashed opportunist. Okay, so, noted. This place is a goddamn nightmare.
And you need to head out, I think.
Yeah. Oh, hi. How's it going?
That's level 50.
Sir, how are you? Nice paint tux. Go to hell. Die. Don't tell anyone I exist. I don't, actually. Yeah, it's a malfunction. That's a glitch in the Matrix. That's...
Let's go.
Yeah, it's train station right here. Train station. Station of train. Why? Why with the why? I just want to leave. I thought you were dying. You're not dying. Die more.
Draco says, it would have been cool if they made the train stations the only way to fast travel. I think they needed to have more train stations if that was going to be the case.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, alright, so... Anything in there? No. Well, what's good? Don't shoot Venderbot, I need him! Why are you shooting at Venderbot? Stop it! Oh my god, they like heal? That's weird. Why are you shooting at poor Venderbot? What did he ever do to you? Ooh, ah. Up your legs. There we go. Okay. Are we good? No. Stop!
Welcome to Atoga.
I hate this place! Now, that said, I am very glad I decided to wait to come here until I was streaming, because... Holy fuck. I feel like I've spent this entire time just... panicking. Why do I hear more? Why do I hear more Protector on footy steps? Why am I still in danger? Why any of this? Are you mad at me? No. Oh, God. Hi. Okay. Cool. I'm hidden now. Are you friendly? Cool, thanks. Okay.
This is Watoga, where the best build in here is either a stealth build or a heavy weapons tank or a full squad.
No goddamn kidding.
I feel like full squad is the answer to this.
Yeah, because like I am a stealth build, and a damn good one, I like to think, for my level.
Oh look,
and...
you can get communism posters.
And yet even I am having a hell of a time. Okay, you're a player. Alright.
He gave you a heart attack, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought that was like an Assaultron rolling up on me. Sacrificial blade machete mod. That sounds cool. I don't actually need any of that. Okay, so you're gonna have all of those, and those, and that, and that, and yeah, no, actually, I want to scrap that. Keeping that.
Draco says that'd be one extra thick Assaultron.
Yeah, no kidding.
Bunny says, I just made a gun takedown worth it by dragging a guy's corpse where the last two guards were and used his gun to kill them.
Ah!
This is why I love Far Cry 3.
Well freaking done. 3 really was a great game for its day. Okay! So, stash. Okay then. When did you get so full? I only just noticed. Okay. So, Tesla rifle, I'm gonna actually scrap to see if I can get parts. You're going in there. It just got eerily
Marcus
quiet.
says I might be hitting the bed soon. Yep.
We're about to call it, so good timing.
Bunny says, I say it's still the shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it definitely holds up very well. Oh, no parts. Damn. Alright. Fair enough. So, I'm gonna leave this here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go to desktop. I'll go through my photos later, because that was a heart attack and a half.
I don't want to be there anymore, thanks.
I feel like most of the game, I've taken a chill approach to, like, Savage Divide, I heard a lot of people say was super dangerous and you didn't want to go there, and I had a good old time. The only place that was dangerous was that area.
I feel like Cranberry Bog is different.
Yeah.
Different level entirely.
The mire, if you get overrun with gulpers, yeah, it sucks. For the most part, though, it's not too terrible either. Holy shit, though, Cranberry Bog. Good God. Can you imagine how much worse it gets when someone nukes it? Because not only are you then dealing with all of the awakened Scorch Beasts, you're also dealing with all of the glowing and whatever other kinds of special versions of the already strong enemies that spawn there in the default version are. So,
yeah.
Holy shit!
Draco goes glowing beasts. Yeah, no.
Wait, are there actually glowing Scorch Beasts?
I hope not.
Oh god, no. Oh no.
Are you okay?
Hard pass.
Are you alright?
Do not want.
Do not want?
Do not want!
Draco says, plus every player in Power Armor gravitates towards it. And yes.
Huh!
That's great.
Time to nuke the bog.
Learn a new thing every day.
Yeah, thankfully I am not far enough. I don't even know how I was going to try and pronounce that sitting in my head.
Far enough along in the main quest to ever need to do that for a long while.
Yeah, it's a while, because like I said, I do want to stream the remainder of the story. I don't know how far along I am in it. I've still got to finish doing the Rose stuff, and then I assume, since my whole purpose for going to Top of the World was to find out what that fire breather dude found up there, then I'll get that, and then I'll probably report to Fire Breather HQ and find whatever the next orders were. Probably find out about officially find out at least, the Fire Breather detachment that went to the Big Bend Tunnel, follow them, and then there's probably something involving the Brotherhood of Steel, so that you can find out what all happened with them, because they were the main fighters against the Scorched. And then, as far as I am aware, from what I've heard, the fight against the Scorch Beast Queen is endgame.
Please do not say anything otherwise.
Yeah, don't confirm or deny that. That's just the vague...
I have not been spoiled on anything but the fact that there is a Scorch Beast Queen. That's all I know.
And even I do not know exactly what her existence means.
No. We just know she exists, and that's it.
Oh, dear God. Draco says, I witnessed the glowing Beast Queen once when a level 450
I didn't think you could
player
get
summoned it.
that
Oh my God. Well, I don't know if there is a level cap. I know you stop getting new special points to distribute after level 50. After that, though, you can scoot specials around or get a new perk. I don't know how many levels you can actually get to past that.
How about on the glowing Beast Queen?
Yeah, I've seen, I want to say a level 230 something, one time. Usually the highest levels that I see are 170s or something. 450 is the level cap. And the glowing Beast Queen is the highest it can go. Okay! Well, one of these days I'll see it. And probably die horribly and instantly. So, yeah, this was fun. So, look forward to some more of this soon-ish, because I do want to do some more Desolates. I want to do some more Libra, and I actually want to do some more Darkest Dungeon pretty soon, because I'm kind of in that mood. So I'll let you guys know what it is that we're planning on Friday once we get there. That'll probably depend on how much sleep I have from now until then, because I am, as I said, excruciatingly exhausted today.
Yep.
Hopefully that means I'll just collapse and get some real sleep tonight. I can't promise it, though, so... that'll depend on how that goes. So, thank you all kindly for watching. Consider checking out our Patreon if you enjoy our usual streams to help us keep the show alive. I'm Kids Market, Let's Level Press.
I'm Violeta.
And as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.
Bye.
I gotta come down from all that. It was so tense.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
What time is it? 8:39. It's much later than I thought.
Yeah.